What is up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. How are you all doing? I just actually realized, what was that? Who did that? Oh, Ghost Dragon. All I saw was it pop up real quick. I have to send a link out really fast, guys. I'm so sorry. I forgot. Okay, don't do that. Get out of here. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm so happy you guys could join us, and I'm really excited. I've got a couple new decks. Let me say hi to everybody first, and then we can chat a little bit. I'll bring in Ghost Dragons. I know he's the real reason you guys are here. Blue Crossroads. I was setting up the stream, and RJ's like, "You think I don't know who you talk to? You talk to Blue Crossroads." So he somehow knows you. Shauna. Love you, Bear. Hope you're feeling well. Donna Messenger. What's up, Mama Bear? Blue Bear. Blue hair on. Hey, tribe. Melissa Nicole. What's up, girl? Ann Palmer. Eris. Mana. Woohoo! I always hear Homer Simpson in my head when people do that. Pine Island Research. What's up, Jeff? Lotus Girl. YouTube didn't remind you. I think I just actually, I do the streams myself now, so I was a little bit late in actually putting it up. But you're here, and that's all that matters. Maraid, Hesketh, my wifey for lifey. New England, Dirt Roadie. Fashionably early. I'm good with that. I am always running fashionably late. Jarvis and Edna. Given the Illuminati peekaboo sign. I just am tired of taking the same picture, and I don't know what to do because I have a thing that holds my cell phone, but I don't know how to use I don't know. It's like a Bluetooth remote control, and I have no clue how to use it. And I've actually got two of them, one that came with each of my lighting sets. One Steve gave me, one I bought, and I can't figure it out. And RJ cuts my head off the pictures, and I would feel silly if Ray were taking filter pictures of me for thumbnails, and I think he might think I was a little silly, and it would just be silly. So until I can figure it out, I don't know. That's what you get. Mr. Crowley in the house. Yeah, Edna, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Let's send some love and light and Edna's way. Hit that thumbs up for sure, guys, please. And after the stream's over, please come back in and leave a comment. You guys have been doing really well with that. Ghostdragonzw, I'm going to bring you in a minute, but thank you so much for that amazing super chat. Super chats are on PayPal, Cash App in the description box, and my merch store. Dr. J Man. Oh, Dr. J Man, Jerome. What is up? All is really well. And it's funny because I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, I got to text him and let him know the next time I'm coming there so we can set up a chat. Everything is really, really good. I'm going to have to message you. Let me go back up. I almost called you DJ Man. Grey Wolf Paranormal Lindsay, welcome. Mike Roberts in the house. Vixen Doe. Now I'm going backwards, guys. I am so backwards. Judy Wheeler. Kevin Tribuon. I think that's a new name. Diogenesis student, sci-fi master. Guys, Jerome is one of the people who had a significant role in my initial recovery. One of the best counselors you're ever going to come across. Go, Teresa. I don't remember if I said hi to you or not. Oh, thanks for coming in. Can't stay but hi. Somebody said something about my earrings. Thank you so much. I figured the leaves would match my shirt. Pam Cakes, what's up? And I'm going to bring in Ghost Dragons, a Muse. Oh, Pine Island Research. Thank you, sir. Guys, it's so nice to be here. Yes, sorry, Jerome. It takes me forever to see comments. It just keeps scrolling. Nicholas Shaughnessy. Kevin, thank you very much for that compliment. Richard Elmore, so happy to see you as well. I'm just going to bring in dragons. Anyone who came in that I did not see, I do apologize. It wasn't a purposeful thing. Let me bring in dragons, and I'm going to show you guys my howlite that Lotus Girl just sent me that I'm super excited about. Here he is, the man of the hour.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
That took a really
getting
long
names
time.
down, doing my job. Hello, good-looking little lady.
Jerome, are you going to stay for a reading? Let us know. Steve Stockton in the house. I don't think he's gotten a reading yet. And Kevin, let us know if you would like a reading as well, because you guys are the 3 newbies. Not that Steve Stockton's really a newbie. So, guys, check out this highlight. I don't know if you guys can see it because my lights are so close to my computer. It's like a little... I love howlite. I love the way it looks. It's black and white, and it's just gorgeous. I got 6 of these bad boys, thanks to Lotus Girl. I appreciate you. All right, cool. Jerome, we're going to start with you then. Mr. Eon, what is up? I need to make some stickers. Yes, I do. And I'm actually working on it. When I do some printed labels, I believe I'm going to put some stickers up in the merch store. I'm pretty sure I'm doing like the homemade sprays and the homemade lotions and the homemade soaps and all that stuff. It's gonna be done differently. I don't know that I'm going to sell that right away on Etsy, guys. Yeah, it's beautiful. Howlite. All right, let's start with you, Jerome. I'm trying to get I got a couple new decks here, but let's go with something nice and tried and true. Let's go with the Divine Circus. Yeah, we actually have stickers made. They just didn't make it to the merch because I kind of rushed the merch getting out. There are a couple things that didn't make it yet, but we just have to put on there that we have, like the Gemma Jade t-shirts and that kind of stuff. Working on the Shadow Person book, guys. I found so much more research. What? I'm dropping cards all over the place. All right. This is for Jerome. Yeah, we have a sticker design for the merch store. I approved it. Give me a break. Alex Christoph, what's up, Brassels? All right, cards have a lot of energy tonight, guys. So you guys must have a lot of energy tonight. It's going to be a good night. Going to have some fun. Gemma Jade, I just texted you. You're not going to get an answer. Like, I don't like being on my phone. I can't concentrate. You guys are taking away my concentration. Ooh, the Maven of Masks. Okay. So it's card number 44 in the Oracle of the Divine Circus. And this is for you, Jerome, because you're my favorite. Who do you want to be? Try that self on for size. You might just discover another genuine facet of you beyond your known identity. The Maven of Masks tells you, act as you wish to be, and so shall you be. Have you ever felt the liberation of feeling like a different person when on vacation, traveling in another part of the world, or stepping into a world where people don't know who you are? The masks have come off, and you get to choose who you're going to be. You might feel unfamiliar ways of being, more assertiveness, more confidence, more vulnerability, more feminine or masculine energy, all rising up from within you. These ways of being might not seem like you, not the you that you thought yourself to be, but just because they are different, new, and unfamiliar doesn't also make them inauthentic. It's quite the opposite. The Maven of Masks card comes to you when it's time to try on another personality for size, to see how much of it ends up being authentically you, just a newly discovered you, but true to you nonetheless. Have you heard the expression, fake it till you make it? Some people don't like this idea because they feel it's not genuine. It depends how you use the idea to your advantage. There's a difference between pretending to be someone or something you're not and experimenting, exploring, expressing a self you know is within you, but are yet to fully realize yourself to be. In truth, we have the entire universe within us. If you want to discover new qualities in you, you're going to have to start somewhere. Believe, first of all, that you have undiscovered depths and diversity in you. Second, you have to play, not play acting, but playing. What is it like to show up for life as if you already have all the courage and sass you long for, or all of the creativity and confidence you yearn for? See yourself as that person and as having those qualities. Otherwise, you are like a bird who is yet to fly. It's in you, but you have to have faith first and act as if you do. The bird who has never flown has it in him to fly, but he has to make the leap of faith to realize this for himself. So, Jerome, what this card is basically saying is you might be longing for a change, or maybe longing is not the right word, just like kind of wanting a change or to like do something different. And it doesn't have to be anything major like switching careers or you know, buying a house. I mean, it could be those things, but I think this is more like a much smaller scale. Just maybe showing a part of yourself to people that maybe they haven't seen before, or surprising people with a part of who you are, or who you know you are deep down. You know, letting people see different parts of you and not always feeling like you have to, I would say, put on a mask, but you're not really putting on a mask because you're being yourself. Like you have to say your work self and your at home self and your out with friends self. Letting, to the best of your ability, each of these parts become another part. So being whoever you want to be in the moment and understanding that it's coming from somewhere. So it's coming from within you. So if there's something new you want to try to do, if there's something new, you know, someone new you want to meet, or any idea that you have that pops in that you're like, ooh, I can never do that, or that's not me, or you know, people would be, you know, too shocked, or whatever the feeling is. The idea is to just go for it and understand that if you have the desire to do it, then it probably is you, and it probably is for you. You just have to take the leap of faith and understand that we're multifaceted people. You know, we never have one mask or even 5 masks. You know, we have so much in us. I had no idea I had being an author in me. You remember the first day you met me, you know, I was hiding in the back of the group with my hoodie up like this. So, I mean, you don't know what you have in you. So don't knock any idea, especially if it's something you really want to do from your heart, just because you're worried about what other people will think, or even worried about what's going to come to you down the line. Like, should I have done that? You're going to regret it if you don't. And that's basically what the Maven of Masks is saying. You never know who you can be unless you know, put yourself out there a lot more. Oh, guys, thank you for sharing the links. And Palmer, yes, I want to mention quickly the retrograde. Guys, we know that during a Mercury retrograde, we do not make major purchases, okay? We do not make major decisions. We do not sign major contracts, okay? When sending emails, especially involving interpersonal and personal relationships and work, we double, we triple, we quadruple, check, quadruple. Make sure that you think very much before you speak, because other people are going to be misinterpreting your words, especially if you are a Pisces, a Taurus, a Gemini, or a Virgo. We're going to have it the roughest, sun signs, not moon and ascendant. We're going to have it the roughest: Gemini, Taurus, Pisces, and Virgo this retrograde. And it ends June 3rd, but then we have like 7 to like 15 days of a shadow phase. So I would say until like towards the end of June, don't, unless you really, really have to, do not make any major decisions. Even if it feels like it's absolutely 100% right, just please wait on that, because that retrograde is really going to screw you up. Try to really, like I said, double check your paperwork too. And, you know, really think about how you're going to, you know, communicate with people. Retrograde's got you like starting 3 fights. What did that meme say that I put on Facebook today? Starting 3 fights already, and it's only like 7 o'clock in the morning because Mercury retrograde. And it's like, can you not right now? But it is. And in fact, Gemini season is here, guys. It's not my favorite season, I'll just say. Jerome, thank you so much. That's amazing. I really appreciate you. Thank you. We both grabbed it. Thank you so much. I'm excited that you're in here. That's so cool. Grey Wolf says, Gemma, damn, we just co-signed for a land purchase. Okay, yeah, but you made the decision before the retrograde hit, right? Try not to just make sure all your ducks are in a row. All right, just make sure that you know, double and triple check everything that you sign. Who's next? Want to
Okay.
just Kevin real quick and
hello everybody. Hi. Anyways, Blue Crossroads and Shauna.
All right, we'll do Shauna first. Okay, so I've got a new deck. I've got 2 new decks. I've got the Star Temple Oracle, and I'm up now to like 62 decks, guys. It's become an obsession. But at least I use them for a good cause. Now, with this Faery Reflections Oracle, it's actually called Fairy Guidance. It says on the box, it says Fairy Reflections on the front, and on the back it says Fairy Folk. So I don't know, it's fairy something, but look how thick this book is, and look how little these cards are. So I'm obviously not going to be able to read 4 pages of a reading, but I will give you guys New England Dirt Roadie. You are on the list. Yeah, Kevin, everybody that comes in is on the list. But if you're new, as you are, I don't make you wait, you know, the entire time. Like, you'd probably be like number 30 or something. Whatever your number is, you'll probably be like 4th or 5th. Definitely bump the newbies up. All right, Miss Shauna, I'm using Fairy Guidance. That's the official name. Let's just go with that. Why not? Al, what is up? So nice of you guys to come in, show your support. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Yeah, amazing crew for sure. It's pretty much the same people every week, some new faces here and there, but all I ever hear when people come in here for the first time is the same thing you just said, like, so amazing. People feel so welcomed and people feel comfortable. And that was the point, you know? New England Dirt Roadie. I was wondering how long it was going to take for someone to say that. Because I thought of that. I'm going to change my YouTube handle every time I come in. And then you'll always be new. Billy Joel. Why not? Let's dance. All right, Chillin' Charlie, welcome. Okay, Miss Shauna, you got the card of beauty. Beauty is unveiled by the lustrous light within. Yeah, great energy, you know. We're the island of misfit toys. And we're okay with that. We're all Charlie in the boxes here.
I'm not.
You're a ghost dragon in the box.
Okay, a basement.
Stop telling people I keep you in the basement. I told you not to tell anyone.
I'm in the basement.
He's like, help me. RJ's like, who's down there? Like, it's
I need a bologna sandwich and some coal, please.
Beauty is a pleasure to the senses. We are naturally attracted to harmonious forms and colors and to the finesse and flair of artistry all around us. Yet beauty is a mindset, as there are greatly varying perspectives for such. Every culture holds its own viewpoint towards beauty, as does each individual. Beauty truly is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty extends beyond the glamorous disguises of hairstyles, makeup, and fanciful others. Needless to say, most of us appreciate the finer things in life, as it's only natural to want to look and feel our best. But the real core of beauty comes from the source of pure spirit, energy, actions, and words. Without inner beauty, everything else is but a charade. The exterior can be camouflaged, but the interior cannot. Exposing your inner beauty is spiritually rewarding and much more fun than worrying about the exterior. You can give yourself a healthy dose of self-awareness by discovering your passions and using them in a positive way to create fulfillment. In doing so, your inner beauty will blossom and radiate toward your outer self. You'll glow beautifully with passion for all you love in life. You were born with the capacity for beauty on all levels. Inner beauty manifests as confidence and self-esteem. Developing positive self-esteem is naturally beautiful because it's the capacity for believing in yourself. Exposing inner beauty can be an enjoyable adventure. A stress-relieving body massage, body wrap, or facial enhances muscle tone and gives you that fabulous feel-good factor. And when we feel good, our eyes sparkle, our skin glimmers and glows, and our posture improves. When comfortable in our own skin, external beauty is enhanced. Keep yourself flourishing through exercise and healthy eating habits contributes greatly to beauty. When you're healthy and vibrant on the inside, it shows on the outside. Reflections of beauty. The Fairy of Beauty holds a bouquet of purple wildflowers, a delectable reminder of the way in which nature's beauty inspires the spirit to blossom with elegance. Like that of a bird, her wings represent the freedom and confidence to be herself, the beautiful one that she really is. Decked with beads, stars, vines, and flower petals, her demeanor and her interactions channel her being outward, demonstrating to those whom she meets the complete harmony between those things without and within. Her eyes are deep wells of sparkling energy that are the first glimpse of the source of her beauty, evidence that the eyes truly are the window to the soul. So, Shauna, I think that this just might be like, you know, you're not having the best health right now, you know, and that's not putting your personal business out there. Nicole, welcome. A lot of people know that you're not feeling well and you're going through some stuff. I feel like what this card, with this fairy is trying to remind you is that beauty really does come from the inside. And if you are able to not judge yourself harshly, or I don't want to say insignificantly, but kind of, what's that word where it's like only surface, superficially, others aren't going to do that either. You know, you're still absolutely beautiful on the inside and out, and just let your inside shine through, you know. And this really is a card not just about physical beauty, but of who you are deep within your soul, and really never forgetting that and not allowing anything. You can overcome anything. I know you're trying your damnedest. And I feel like this card is saying if someone can't see you for who you really are, then like, boy, bye, or girl, bye. You know, this card is saying don't let other people's opinions of real beauty affect you. You know, I'm on myself all the time about my weight. Why? Because I keep comparing my weight now to when I was a drug addict and I weighed 86 pounds, right? So I'm always going to think I'm heavy if my comparison is 86 pounds, right? I'm almost 40 years old. So I think what this is saying is just, you know, stick with the people who love you, who are going to build you up. If someone starts getting to the point where they're making you feel less than, get rid of them. And that's a good lesson for all of us to have. Remember, we all have to have boundaries, and we all have to make sure that people are respecting those boundaries, because if not, they're going to bring us down. And we're not even, before we know it, we're going to be like, what the heck just happened? You know? And I know Blue Crossroads, somebody came in, people are saying, hey, Tessa. If someone named Tessa came in, I do not see you.
I didn't see anybody.
They're telling you to blink twice if you need help. Paul H. Capricorn, living the dream. I like it. Spookles. Oh my gosh. Jarvis says, Gemma, find a shoebox and mail me some chili dogs from Johnny and Hangie's. Haven't had any in about 10 years. Well, if you had it 10 years ago, you would know it's no longer in Patterson. It's in Fair Lawn, and it sucks. How about some hot grill? I could send you some hot grill sauce. You get the hot dogs. Just deep fry some hot dogs, but you get the sauce. Send you a big old bucket.
A bucket. There you go.
Angie's just got gross. That was the first place my mom ever worked as a teenager. Smoochy, smoochy. All right. Ooh, Lotus Girl. That's so good to hear. Amazing. Gemma Jade, my son worked his first day at a part-time job today.
Awesome.
That's never happened.
Awesome. I loved my first day at work.
Ever since I gave him that reading, I'm telling you, when he opened his mind enough to accept a reading from me, he was onto something. He said, ew, yes. Oh, Nicholas, I'm so sorry to hear that. Women look better with a bit of padding. That's what I'm going to say. I'm like, I'm not fat. I've got, instead of shoulder pads, I've got stomach and butt pads. I'm just wearing padding. That's all. Hot dogs. No,
Nice.
hot dogs. Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. I always said more for the loving.
Guys, did you guys see the Gemma Jade sneakers? I like the ones for the guys better because they're black. Stevie B, 405er Soul Survivor. If you're looking for me, I'll be on the block with my... I don't know why that pops into my head every time. All right, I got to get moving a little bit. I'm like just rambling on here. Okay, let's get through some of these. Oh, yeah. Guys, I can feel your energy over here. Got me dropping everything. All right. Blue Crossroads. What is going on? It's all the Red Bull. All right.
I'm going to stop sending it to you.
No. Tagetta, card number 27, the Storyteller, intention. I am the narrator of my life. All right. So this is from, like I said, the Star Temple. You know what it is? I'm just in a really good mood. And yeah. So Tagetta, that's how you pronounce this. And I'm sorry about my lights, guys. It's hard to see the cards. Throat chakra, the crystal is aquamarine, which is also my birthstone. A double star of the Pleiades cluster. Some say Taygeta is also the twin sister of Artemis, Greek goddess of the hunt, protectress of wild animals, and powerful magic weaver. These like-minded twins are happiest when running wild and free in the forest, defending sacred sisterhood, children, and animals. Archetype, the storyteller. The storyteller is the keeper of all knowledge, wisdom, and truth. As the storyteller, Taygeta is the narrator of life, instigating personal growth and spiritual evolution through the sharing of intentional stories. Taygeta helps you to seek the wisdom in your own stories, to move forward fearlessly and not get stuck in a repetitive story that is no longer serving you. There is freedom in the mindful pursuit of spiritual awareness and deep surrender. She links with the throat chakra to assist intuitive expression and truth. So, Blue Crossroads, what this is basically saying is there may be some people, and I feel this around Shauna too, and since you guys are husband and wife, I'm going to say it as a joint message, just this one thing. There may be some people around you guys, like surrounding you guys, your inner circle, who you've kind of outgrown and might need to consider moving on from, or putting boundaries or reestablishing boundaries with this person or these people. With that being said, you have a lot of stories. I mean, you had like this top secret government clearance, I'll kick your butt, knowing about extraterrestrials job, right? So with that, the universe is basically saying, like, how can you take that and kind of bring it to life again? You know, you're not doing the same job, but remembering what it is that you love to do by reliving the things that you've done and out loud, inspiring others. You're being called, especially this week, to inspire others with your stories, the real true stories of your life. Who better in this chat, and I mean no offense to anyone else, to get this card than you, right? It's not a coincidence, right? The universe is telling you, spirit is telling you, look, inspire others through your life and how you live it. Cowie, all the way from Hawaii. I'm not jealous. Black Dragons, welcome. Let's do Kevin and Lotus, because Lotus always has to leave pretty early and then she comes back. Kevin's new. What is up, Batmom? Brown Dwarf. All right, so Kevin, are you still in here? Miss Kyle, hi. So Stevie B and Miss Kyle, I see, are also two new people, I think.
Stevie, I've never seen before, so I think they're new.
Okay.
Miss Kyle, I just now saw.
Okay. All right, Kevin. So I'm going to use the Halloween deck. And guys, just so you know, I only have like 15 decks out because I have so many new ones I wanted to use. You guys know my collection. So I was doing the thumbnail today and trying to find images of like tarot reading and oracle reading. And then I took a picture of the Howlite Lotus got me on my altar. And I'm like, duh, why don't I just use mine? Like, mine is awesome. Jerome, I'm going to come speak again and I'll bring you some Howlite. Batmom was the Tessa. I do apologize. I don't know everyone's first name, but now I do. Get phone calls tonight and dispatching. Yeah, so we'll get you out of the way. Blue Heron, I know you also have work in the morning, so maybe not right away, but like remind me of that. Oh yeah, I'll bring you some. She gave me 6 to share. I think it'll be, really beneficial. And I wish you guys can see it, but because it's white and my lights are so close up, you can't. It'll be beneficial to you. You love meditating, and I know, you're very spiritual. So absolutely. I'm going to text you this week, actually. Thank you. I do feel it, I really do. I feel really proud of myself. Actually might have a documentary coming up that I'm co-writing and possibly co-producing that Kevin Costner is narrating for the History Channel. But I will keep you posted on that. It's actually in the works, but I don't like to say it out loud until I'm afraid I'm going to jinx it. But yeah, I would love to come in and speak again. That would be really cool. And it helps me to remember, like you always said, keeping it green, right? All right, Kevin, this one's for you. Blue, I do know you too well. You're my fellow Jersey girl, and we have pretty much the same mind. All right, so you got the zombie, the card of control. I turned right to it. Love when that happens. The dead arise, voices a mumbling. After our brains, our screams, they are tumbling. Ooh, look how my face looks when I put this next to. I turned blue. Zombies have become quite the fashion recently, much like vampires. Turn on the television and you can't escape the moaning and groaning of these, the living dead. And yes, they do seem to be after your brains. There are even public zombie walks where people dress up as zombies and appear en masse on roads and in cities. But zombies are not merely a fun icon of popular culture. Traditionally, they are mainly associated with the African and Haitian voodoo religion. Zombies are said to be dead bodies reanimated by incantations chanted by a learned practitioner called a bokor, and I think I said that wrong, and they are usually enlivened for a purpose. The practitioner is said to capture part of a living soul to animate the body, and that it is always a temporary action, as the soul cannot be contained in that decomposing body for long, or God will take it back. Why is this doing that to my face? I'm super tan. Just kidding. Like, did you guys see that?
Your color's flickering.
Yeah,
I mean, you're actually changing light spectrum.
That's crazy. One of the most frightening aspects of the zombieism is the idea of our souls and consciousness as being trapped inside a body that does not do our bidding, but someone else's. Another is the idea of being buried alive, the fate of some, it is said, who get trapped in already dead bodies. Should the zombie step unsteadily into your life, it's time to look at the concept of control. Do you want to control everything, leaving little to free expression? Do you choose partners who are not your equals so that they are more easily manipulated and changed to your liking, or do you allow that to happen to you? If you are not living your most authentic life, it's time to look at why and how to change it. So, Kevin, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're running around manipulating. I don't like what it's doing to me. Manipulating people, right? It doesn't mean that people are necessarily manipulating you. But I do kind of sense some manipulation off this card. So somebody who is either trying to control you, who you're allowing to control you, even if you're fighting it, I feel like you have a very dominant and overbearing person in your life. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you will. These are weekly readings. If they go further than that, I'll let you know. I would really sit back and reassess, sit back this week and just reassess, even if you have to make a list of what you want out of life, okay, of what you are trying to accomplish and the steps that you need to take to get there. Make a very short-term goal and a very long-term goal. So where do you see yourself in 3 months from now? And where do you see yourself a year from now, right? And try to go about accomplishing those things and see who affects your everyday life the most. And do they affect it in a positive, I'm holding it like this because it really is bothering me, in a positive or negative way. And anybody who you see or sense or find that is being manipulative or controlling, I think it's really time again. And I think this is the grand scheme of tonight's readings is really assessing the role people play in our lives and how they affect us, both positively and negatively. And again, and as always, putting up those boundaries. So Kevin, for this week, I feel like it's really important for you. So you were doing that a few hours ago to really focus on what you want out of life, the best way to get it, and the best people to surround yourself with for it. I feel like there are people in your life who you know are not going to be good for maybe your spiritual journey or your actual physical journey, your financial journey. There is some aspect of your life that's off balance because you have given others or one other person too much control. All right. So really sit back and think about that. You don't have to be a people pleaser. If you have $10 million, and I say this all the time, and someone asks to borrow $2, you don't have to say yes just because you're a millionaire. You know, you're not forced to do any of that. You know, do things out of the goodness and kindness of your heart, but always be authentic to yourself to the best of your ability. If someone is going to stop loving or caring about you because you wouldn't lend them $2, you know, for that example, then is that really someone who loved and cared about you in the first place? And that's what I really want you to think about. Oh, the Bat Mom. Thank you. I kind of am glowing. I'm having had a rough day, but it always kind of rounds out when Ray gets home. And also, though, there's this weird thing that my lights are doing. I don't know why. So when we take a break at 9 Eastern, I'm going to fix the lighting in here. So I also got my new background back. I took the half-naked chicks off and yeah. You're very welcome. Guys, remember, if you want a personal intuitive oracle reading from me for the month of May, I'm doing them for free / donation only. So I will send you send me an email at moonbearoracle@gmail.com, all one word. You give me your first name and your birth date. I then send you a link for a reading. It's a private link. Only you and I can see it. And then if you can donate something, I leave the PayPal and Cash App link. If you can't, we move right on. And it's no big deal. I want to do that for the month of May. For you guys to give you that opportunity to get that 7 to 15 card in-depth reading from me. Even if, I know not everyone can afford to donate something right now. And I just was compelled to do it again, to start doing it for donation again. Shelly, welcome.
Do you want to do another new person, or you want to go with somebody?
Well, let's go a little bit more, like maybe 4 more on the list, and then we'll
okay. If Donna's still here, Donna.
Why, thank you, Miss Lotus Girl.
We know Blue's here, so it's Donna, Blue, and Melissa.
Okay.
Nicole.
Got to make sure Melissa Nicole gets one this time.
Yeah.
All right, we can give them a minute.
Yeah, Donna's here. Donna's here.
Okay, Donna, I got you. Let's go with... I'm going to do Myths and Mermaids. I really love this deck. I didn't realize when I first got this deck what a gem it is. Thank you, Blue Crossroads. You guys even remind me to hydrate. Look at that. Mike, please do. I would love to. I do have a list and I'm a week behind. So it may take me a week or two to get it to you. But I'm pretty sure it'll be well worth the wait. And whatever date I do the reading, I date it from a month from there. Sometimes I see things all through the summer in the cards. So I think it would be worth it. Oh, Nicole. Yeah, I think Melissa was 2 weeks ago. Nicole, can you pop Nicole up a little higher if she's down low on the list? Because somebody told me it was Nikolai, even though Nikolai wasn't there. You remember that whole ordeal?
Yes, I do.
I got you, girl. Don't worry. I do the best I can here to try to be fair to everybody. You guys knew that because I love you guys so much.
Which one was that?
Nicole Perrone.
Perrone, yeah.
Without you guys, me and Ghost Dragons would be sitting here and I would have no one but him to read for. So Steve Stockton was in the house, my mentor. I would have loved to have read for him, but I'll give him a personal and send it to him as a gift. All the guidance I can get. Well, you guys will get as much as I can give you here in the 4 hours we're here tonight. So, all right, Miss Donna, you got Jellyfish Portal, card number 19. Yeah, Brown Dwarf, it is good to have you back. For a while there, we didn't see you. Let life take us unassuming, yielding to the ebb and flow. No hurries, no worries. We've no need to scurry. The current will lead us wherever we go. A deep dwelling mermaid watches passively as a smack of ice blue jellyfish flutter by, carried by the ocean current. Their brilliant luminosity brings light to an otherwise darkened scene. And you pulled it up right? Divination meaning go with the flow. You always do. You have been fighting and struggling with your present situation without making much progress. It is time to take a page from the jellyfish's book and allow things to take their natural course. Although they have the capability to move independently, jellyfish tend to allow themselves to drift along with the currents of the ocean, trusting the process, not fighting what is. Do the same and you may find yourself a more content, relaxed, and peaceable person, even if you wind up somewhere you never expected to be. So you are a pretty chill, go with the flow person. But I think there's something really important that the card said here. Even if you find yourself somewhere that you didn't mean to be or that you didn't expect to be, kind of taking life as it comes. Something surprising coming up. I don't see it this week, but I think it's going to be like a June. I want to say summer, but I also want to say June. I guess the end of June is summer. So expect something or someone coming in to really surprise you and catch you off guard. I feel like it's going to be a good thing as long as you can give in to the process and understand that this may be something completely irrational, never dangerous, but like irrational that you never thought you'd do. Like maybe start dating again or go on a trip to Jamaica. I don't know, start traveling, go on a cross country trip. There's going to be something crazy, unexpected coming in for you towards the end of June. And I feel like this week there's going to be some kind of connection, like an email or a person you meet or someone bringing something up randomly. I also feel like all of the little things that seem to not be going right in your life, just the little things like issues with your dentist or, not feeling well physically. All of those things are coming from, I feel like you're maybe becoming too stressed out over the little things and therefore focusing on them and bringing more of them into your life. Now, we know in this community, most of us, that we can manifest whatever we want. We're all connected to source and God consciousness, if that's what you want to call it, or source energy. So I really feel like maybe you should look into that, like the power of negative and positive self-talk, and really understanding that even when something quote unquote bad happens, it actually always ends up working for our greater good, because the universe has our best interests at heart. So don't put anything out of your mind as impossible or not going to happen, because I feel like you have some really great surprises coming in. Maybe starting this week, moving into June, the end of June. It's not the caffeine. I'm just happy, guys.
Ready?
Yes.
Blue hair on.
Shelly Montgomery, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, all the donations. I do appreciate it. Blue hair on. I'm going to go with the Faery Oracle. These do not have like a little sentence or explanation on the card, just a number, but they have one in the book. So you're very welcome. I feel like there are really big things coming in for you, Donna, that right now, when they're brought up, may seem fantastical, but you're going to understand at a later date that they're actually happening to and for you, and for the better and for your greater good, as things almost always do. All right, Blue, you got card number 25. It's super cute. It's a little baby with swans. Although, I don't like the way that's tied around that baby's neck. I don't know what's going on here. These cards are super creepy, but you know me with the fairies. Reevaluation. A baby stands in the water of a lake. The tattered strands of a knife entangle his body. The kite is heavy and keeps the child from moving on his own. Two swans rush in to help remove the strings, freeing him from his imprisonment. There comes a time in your life when you need to reevaluate your choices in order to make better decisions. The time is now. Be aware of what is going on around you. Don't let yourself get caught up in too many things. Reevaluate your position and get help from those you trust when you get stuck. So I feel like, while I definitely know personally, just on a personal level, that you're doing really well spiritually and physically, and gaining that kind of I'm my own best friend, independent thought process, that takes a really long time and a lot of pain for a lot of people to get to. I feel like you are coming through that dark night of the soul. Nicholas, thank you so much. Definitely appreciate you guys, sincerely. Nick Y, welcome. Blue, what I see here, though, honestly, is a self-imposed imprisonment, okay? Are you in danger of something like this? Just like I told someone before, start looking at the people around you and make sure nobody's getting too manipulative. No one's getting too, I don't want to say needy, because if someone needs help, we should always give it to them to the best of our ability. But if someone you feel is taking advantage, do not get stuck back in that rut of just accepting it and giving until you have nothing left. And you may say that'll never happen again. But these type of people, they really sneak up on you, especially an empath like you with a Pisces moon. Girl, please. Okay. Be very careful who you let into your life. Do not, at least for this week, do not tell anybody any of your weaknesses. Don't let any of that stuff get out there, because I feel like you're one of those people, and I feel like I am too, where like users, abusers, and leeches just circle like vultures waiting to start, to land. And I feel like you do have one or two people in your life like that. One of them could be someone from the past coming in, whether an ex-boyfriend, an ex-friend who you couldn't handle your boundaries, who you cut ties with. Keep an eye open for that. Not only this week, but of course, as always, through the retrograde. Yes, they do. They sense us. Absolutely. Johnny Yumas, what's up? Mike Roberts, that is very good. Maybe I'm not losing my mind, but maybe I'm just now finding it. I always say a spiritual awakening is not sitting on top of a mountain in, the meditation position, like, it's literally like in a straitjacket, bashing your head against a padded cell. You have to go through that really long, dark night of the soul before you come through the awakening. And then it happens again. Ghost Dragons, you are muted. I'm like,
I
what
did
is
it
he
on
doing?
purpose.
Uh-huh,
I didn't want you to hear what I said.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next?
Okay. Blue, we just did blue, right? No, we did Donna. Blues now.
We did Donna and Blue Heron.
Okay. Then it's Melissa Nicole.
Melissa Nicole, are you still in here? I'm sure she is.
Hello,
Paranormal
John.
Pixie, Lara, what's up, girl? All right, there she is. Heal yourself. These are called reading cards. They're super fancy. Oops. Ghost Dragons, how you feeling tonight?
I'm okay. I'm hanging tough.
He made
Been a
me
busy
wait till
day.
4 Eastern before he said anything to me, and I thought something happened, and I'm like freaking out.
I was busy. I was power washing the world. That's what it felt like. By the time I came in, I looked like I power washed the world.
You never cease to surprise me. Yeah, Nick, absolutely. But let me know if you have to leave early. Don't just like wait till 10 o'clock and then take off. All right. Melissa Nicole, how teachable are you? Card number 9. Are you open to learning new things in your life? How high is your desire to let go of judgment, doubt, negativity, and self-sabotage? What are some of your favorite things to do? Is it to watch TV, go shopping, play golf, drink, gossip with your friends? Are you willing to give those things up in order to create time to learn something new? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? What is your willingness to really apply what you learn? You might be learning many new things, but be resistant to change. Every time you begin to think, I already know this, I've heard this before, this doesn't apply to me, your ability to learn diminishes enormously, and it is at this point you may become virtually unteachable without even realizing it. Unless you apply what you have learned in your life, you won't really know it. This card is beckoning you to not only be open-minded, but to take specific action toward change. So what I'm getting is just a little bit different from what the book, same idea, but a little bit different. You sneaking him food, huh? Gotta reinforce those locks.
I need another bologna sandwich, so hurry.
That's actually my basement he's in right now. He's broadcasting from it. I'm sorry.
At least it lets me live in luxury. I got a fan, man, so it doesn't get all snasty.
I let him keep his dragon mask. All right, Melissa, I'm sorry. What I'm getting is just a little bit different. It's kind of the same idea, is that you know what you have to do. You've known for a really long time, and you may have taken some steps toward your ultimate goal, your desired goal, where you want to be in life. All right, Nick, I'll get you in like the next 5, okay? Dragon, if you want to make a note of that. I know we have
I got it.
Um,
that was Nick Y, right? Yeah.
But you're not actually taking it to the full extent that you can. I think that there's some fear in there, whether you realize it or not, and you may very well realize it. A fear of, let's say you're ending a relationship, and that's just an example. I don't know what this is for you, but say you're ending a really bad relationship. You may take steps like you may have moved out, but you're still texting with the person, or you may have moved out and stopped texting, but you're still working the same job with them. It's like you're afraid to fully detach. Let's say you're starting a business. You may have gotten all the product ready. You may have gotten all the packaging ready, but you're afraid to actually put the stuff up. It's like you're taking all these steps, but you're not taking all of the steps, even though you know what they are, because of procrastination and probably fear of what's on the other side of that. I know that very well. You know, a lot of us in here do. You kind of just have to take that leap of faith. And if you believe in God, trust in God. If you don't believe in God, then trust in the universe. Okay. Trust in your higher self. If you don't believe things are universal, you know, there's always something, even if it's yourself, to have faith in. And you should always have faith in yourself, that you are capable and able to take all of the steps necessary to free yourself from any type of self-imposed prison. I'm going to smack you. Who's next?
Let's do Steve B since he's new.
Stevie B, Archangel Animal.
Steve, it's you. So if you're in there.
Stevie B. Grandmaster UV.
Hey, Grand.
Anna, yes. Absolutely. Believe in yourself and follow through to your dreams, sweet Melissa. Do you know how hard it was for me to get on YouTube the first couple of times? Do you know how scared I am about releasing my homemade sprays? Even though I know they're great, I try them out on myself, and I know they're great. I don't think they're great. I know they're great, but I'm still scared to put them out there to you guys. I'm gonna do it, but I'm nervous, you know. But I'm gonna take that leap anyway because I have enough trust in myself and enough faith in you guys that you'll give me constructive criticism and let me know if there's any problem. And I've also been preparing for this for a long time. I'm terrified to write my third book. You know, I'm scared. Like, what if it's not as good as the first one? Or, you know, but I'm still going to do it. You know,
what's your worst critic?
I am, though. I'm nervous when I sit in front, you know, to write, knowing that, you know, I don't want to say millions, but thousands of people are going to read my book, even if it's hundreds, you know, to me, that's scary. But I literally became what I wanted to be when I grew up, you know. And I have to keep that in mind of all the times I used to wish that I was the one writing the book I was reading. I have that now, you know, and I'm not bragging. It's a long way and it still terrifies me. And sometimes we have to use that fear kind of against ourselves.
Yeah. You know, you can't survive without fear sometimes.
That's true. All right, Stevie B. Nicholas, I am so happy to hear that. Cowie, hold that thought. Nicholas Shaughnessy says, I plan on starting to do what I love for the first time in my life when I heal up. And, you know, I hope that you have a quick healing and recovery from whatever it is. And please do it. You know, if there's anything I can do to help you, email me. You know, we're all here for each other. And we all have to stick together. You know, Cowie, as far as when my third book comes out, I'm handing it in roughly the end of June. So it'll probably be out at the end of August. It's called Shadow Entities Beyond the Sleep Paralysis Demon. And I have found some major new research in the Jinn and a shadow person connection to the BEK that I haven't heard anyone talking about. And those are my two favorite things to speak on besides MIB. So here we are. Okay, Stevie B, you got the giraffe. Nicholas Shaughnessy, it's wonderful to have hope, but man, act as if. Get up every day and be like, thank you, universe, that I can walk again. That's how you manifest. And more. Always add and more to your manifestation so you don't limit yourself. I'm so grateful. I am independently wealthy and more. I am so happy my business is successful and more. All right, Stevie B, the regal and elegant fifth dimensional drafts descend to Earth from Orion, the constellation of wisdom carrying high frequency light. Their crown chakras are open, and this enables them to reach energetically into the galaxies to access knowledge and wisdom and download it. Well, you're coming next, Nick, in one or two more. Their energy fields. They stay connected with their home Orion through a ray of truth, and then they spread this light through the through the ley lines of Earth. Giraffes demonstrate that it is possible to look beyond the ordinary into the extraordinary. They remind us to view life from a higher perspective. At the same time, they are experiencing and learning about balance and coordination. When you receive this card of higher wisdom, it suggests that you look beyond the limitations of your current circumstances and situations. This is just what I was saying to Nicholas. Continue to fulfill your daily commitments and responsibilities diligently while you explore your life from a higher perspective. You may then see things very differently. Internal change inevitably follows, and this is automatically reflected in your world. You are also asked to tune into your home planet in sleep or meditation and to connect to a ray of truth so that you can understand the true wisdom of your soul. Giraffe wisdom reminds you to act graciously with dignity, serenity, and balance at all times, and this will enable you to fulfill your dreams and your destiny. Stand in your power as a point of light. So this is kind of saying what I was just saying to Nicholas about really manifesting your destiny, right? What does that look like to you? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And throughout that 5 years, you know, do you see yourself putting in the hard work? That's up to you, whatever that is. I'm getting, and I used to say this all the time, I haven't seen it in a while, but like a snake in your grass, someone that's sitting to your face like, yeah, that is awesome. Like Stevie B, yes, And then behind your back, they're like, dude's totally gonna, fail, or like, you need to kind of weed those people out of your life, because they're going to do nothing but stunt your growth. The universe has something in store for you that's far bigger than you can ever understand, even while you're on the path to it. That's why, like, things will be presented to you sometimes and you're like, this is crazy that this is happening to me, but I'm going to go with it. And that's how we get to where we need to be and where the universe wants us to fulfill our destiny and to manifest it, right? So looking from a higher perspective, I always say look from a different perspective. Like, if there's a terrible situation going on in your life that you're dealing with, look at how you would feel if it was your daughter, or your mother, or your sister, or your brother, whoever you're closest to, going through that exact same situation. What advice would you give them? Because when you love someone and you're giving like real, sincere, from the heart advice, that is your higher self speaking about its own soul and internal knowledge to really try to get through to them. So look at it that way yourself. Take a step back and pretend in the situation that you are, A, B, or C loved one, and that they're going through it. What would you tell them? And then do everything you can, to take that advice. Here we go again. I'm going to have to put a deck here, because I'm like leaning on the edge of the desk and my arm keeps slipping. Who's next? You're muted, love.
Ann Palmer, sorry. I do it just in case Ann Palmer, and then we'll do Eris, and then we'll do Nick.
Okay, Nick Y, hang out for a couple more minutes. Ann Palmer, I am going to use the Ravenswand on you. Nightmare, what's up, dude? Oh, wow. Yeah, Stevie B, man, stand in your light. So prophetic. Stevie B is a double amputee as of last year and had to learn to walk again. Stand in your light, for sure. There's nothing anyone can tell you about yourself, I'm sure, once you've been through something tragic like that, Yes. I mean, good for you that you've gotten through that whole, like psychologically and emotionally whole, despite probably everything that you've been through. And I applaud you. Never take another day for granted again. Yeah.
I never do. Believe me. I
try, RJ's been driving me a little nuts lately, but you know what? I do look at him sometimes, even when I'm mad, and I'm like, man, kid, I don't know what I would do without you. Like, because I do a lot of missing persons cases and I see it all the time. And I always think like, whew, like sometimes I get like bad, like I panic about it. Like, oh, like, I don't know what I would do if I lost him,
Yeah.
And then I have to, sometimes that'll help me to stop myself from like really freaking out. My son is a 4 foot tall, 3.5-year-old. So sometimes, even Ray says it, he's like, we have to sometimes remember that he's only 3.5 because he looks like he's 6. I'm only 22, so I'm young and dumb, used to feel invincible. Well, at least you realize at 22 that you're not.
I'm 1,002 and I'm still young and dumb.
Lotus, you are good, girl. Go do what you need to do. Ann Palmer, I hope you're still here. I know I use this deck for you a lot. I don't know why it comes up. You got Spread Your Wings. For some reason, that song Sweet Emotion just popped into my head. Emotion. Okay. Morag Heron stands with Solhar, one of the 4 guardians of the Serpent Twins, Hethra and Hala. The great ocean bird is an epic wanderer and has circled the globe countless times. Along the way, he has seen many things, some terrible, others sublime, but his core values remain unchanged. Like Solhar, we should be open to new experiences, understanding that they don't threaten who we think we are or challenge what we hold important. Instead, experiencing something that might have mystified or frightened us previously deflates those fears and suspicions, or better still, provides new enjoyment and understanding. And you did pull it reversed, so I'm going to give you that meaning as well. Morag's feet are planted firmly on the rocky ground. She has roots that she's proud of and takes strength from. She might leave these roots from time to time, but she knows they will always remain to welcome her back again. She doesn't feel the need to remain fixed in time or space, or even within a mindset. So, kind of moving around within yourself, giving yourself enough room to experience what you want and not being afraid that you're not going to be you at the end of it. And Palmer, I really feel like this is a card of taking chances, you know, making new friendships, again, taking leaps of faith. And every week we can say this, that almost every single card has kind of the same theme. I don't know why that happens. Maybe because almost all of us in here are sensitives or psychic in some way or empathic, whatever it is. But Anne, I think this card is kind of telling you, like, don't be afraid to move on from something, to move forward into something, because your home's always going to be your home and you're always going to be who you are. Okay. So if someone is trying to make you feel less than or take you away from yourself, your inner knowing of yourself and your situation and your home, don't even give them the time of day. Okay. Make sure you keep your boundaries up. All right. I do feel a little bit of like psychically vampiric energy coming in. Maybe some emotional vampirism as well. And I also see some emotional manipulation. This is saying stand firm in who you are, stand strong in what you know, and don't be confused by the enemy. Remember, guys, we're about to have a collective consciousness shift, 3D to 5D. All of us in here are involved in that, because if you're in here and if you know me and if I know you and if you belong and fit in here, then that we're going to be a part of that. But there are people who are not going to be a part of that. With one, there has to be the other. And those people are on attack of all of us now. That's why we're all having weird experiences and like these really negative experiences with people where we otherwise would, you know, most of us probably don't have issues on a daily basis with multiple random people because we're all pretty go with the flow. Lotus Girl, exactly. I always say, don't give your power to others, as hard as it is sometimes, especially when it's someone you love who's doing this to you. Nick. Nick, we're going to go Woodland Wardens again.
Is he still here?
Nick, why?
I saw him, said he was. Oh, he must still be here. Is he still here?
Yeah. That's right. I've put you on blast. It is a very exciting time, Grey Wolf. Exactly.
Yeah, there he is.
All right. Let's do this.
There they are.
Nick's daughter just got her driver's license.
Everybody run.
Yeah, she's pretty much the same age as Damien. And
run,
I'm super excited
more young kids on the road. Run.
Congratulations, Natasha. All right, Nick. I remember when she was like this little 4-year-old girl. She was so cute. She looks like Amanda Seyfried now. Those big blue eyes and that like really blonde hair. Gorgeous. I don't know how you got such a gorgeous daughter. No, just
so nice.
I'm only kidding.
Such a nice person.
I'm only joking. I would never say that if he didn't know I was kidding. All right, you got the frog and the lotus. Metamorphosis. I knew this was coming, and he hasn't seen her since. Well, that's to be expected, right? A 17-year-old with a brand new driver's license. She's a daddy's girl. I'm sure you got her a car. And if not, gave her yours. All right, Metamorphosis. This card reminds us that change is natural, rebirth is possible, and a healing balance can be achieved. The frog, developing as it does from a tiny tadpole, symbolizes transformation. The lotus flower, too, symbolizes rebirth, unfurling even amid murky waters. Going through such a change can be difficult and a struggle, but the resulting metamorphosis opens us to growth, self-acceptance, and happiness. And you did pull it reversed. You cannot control everything in your life. Change is a part of nature, and it must be allowed to take its course. Remember that great beauty can result from metamorphosis. Your question for the week, Nick, is how can I be more accepting of change I cannot control? And I think that's a big thing for you, at least now in your life, is understanding that certain things you just can't control. You know, Natasha's a great example. You know, you can't control where she goes. Even if she tells you she's going somewhere, you still have no control over that. You know, and being able to be okay with that, to be good with that. I'm just using that as an example to kind of be silly, but like to trust her and, to trust in the people around you that you consider loved ones and friends and family, even if they're soul family and not blood, to trust that they have your best interests at heart, and to relinquish that control where you need to and when you need to. It's not easy to trust people like that. Who would you fall backwards for and expect them to really catch you and not be scared or do a double take? I know that's a stupid example, but it's kind of what I keep seeing you, like falling backwards and looking like that to make sure the person's there. Like, who are the people in your life right now? You've got to find some people who will catch you without you having to look back, and relinquish some control. That doesn't mean let people control your life, but that means like you don't always have to be the one. And again, another silly example, to choose where to go for dinner, let someone else choose, and trust them that they're not going to choose to go somewhere to eat where you're allergic to half the menu. Do you know what I mean? It's things like that. And good night, by the way. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Eris is next.
Eris, I want to get Nicole up soon too.
Nicole Perron, right?
Yes, because we did miss her last week.
I got that. Yeah, I have that written down. Right. I was going to throw them in here real soon.
All right. It's a she, Nicole. That's where we got confused last week because somebody thought it was Nikolai, which was an honest mistake. I'm just glad you came back. I made a mistake one week and I lost a longtime subscriber for it when I confused her with Vixen Doe, and she was like really angry, even though I was going to read her next, and she never came back. I was going to give her a personal, but then I was like, you know what? She should come back. She should trust me that I didn't purposely neglect her, and I got confused.
Yeah, it happens, though.
So Vera Ray, if you're listening, come back to us. I'm sorry. I'm willing to give you a personal if you'll accept my apology. All right. Eris, are you still here with us? I'm pretty sure you are. Blue Crossroads, guys, I want you to pay attention to this so we can send our love and light and prayers over to Blue Crossroads and Shauna, okay? So Blue Crossroads says at Gemma Jade in chat, got to go early tonight. Shauna has a new chemo treatment in the morning, and I got to go with her. Experimental treatment. Fingers crossed. Love you all. We love you guys. We pray for you guys. We send you light and love and peace. Shauna, hang in there. You are going to be just fine and so much stronger and more powerful at the end of it. All right. And if you need anything, I know I have a hard time talking on the phone, but reach out through text. I'll text with you all day. I really will. Anything you need. All right. I love you guys. Thank you. Jeanette Sanchez, my girl, welcome. I was mainly on Facebook speaking to you. You had said some really beautiful things and sweet things to me in the chat last night, and I just didn't see them. Ray actually pointed them out to me, and I was like, oh man, I wanted to respond to that, but Mr. Crowley and I got a little alpha on each other, and I was so busy looking things up, I just didn't see them. So I do apologize to you. And yeah, things are good and things are getting better, and that's all I wanted. So I do feel a lot better, and I thank you for those compliments. Eris, are you still here? He usually is, or he'll come back if he's not. Let's give him a minute.
Yeah. I thought I saw him earlier.
Yeah, I know he was here. Yeah. Ghost Dragons, thank you. Guys, hit the like, hit the share, and send your love to Shauna. No, you didn't do anything. I was saying, because I was so caught up in our situation last night, our back and forth with each other, I didn't see a lot of the chat, and I felt bad. A debate. Yeah. I try not to debate on my channel, though. Like, I just want to hang out with you guys and have fun. Eris is here. All right. Mr. Crowley is going to do great. He's going to have his own show, his own platform, where he's going to bring that scientific engineer, ex-cop mind frame to the right place, and it's just going to blow up. It can all be about spirituality and the universe. We have to have that balance as well. That's why I love people like Mr. Crowley and people like John Hudson, because they really make you think about the other side of it that a lot of us don't think about a lot of the time, because, us sensitives know what we know. All right. I swear I thought this said Eisenhower. I don't know where it says flashover. I thought it said, I don't know what's going on. Card number 11. It's all in your head, Eris. You are overthinking things. Friction and resistance in the circuits of your brain have now confused you into thinking the pain and tension in the world around you. Into thinking the pain and tension in the world around you is in the world around you. There it is. When really it's all in your head. The good news is that at the same time, all it takes is a spark of trust to short circuit resistance built up from friction with the world. When flashover appears, it's time to close your eyes and take a deep breath and recognize that the only thing standing in your way is you. The light of a busy mind can be beautiful, but in order to reveal its best achievements, times of darkness and rest are essential. After all, you can only see the stars in the darkness. Let go of your worries and fears for a while without reservation and let the world balance itself around you. The girl of flashover is wary but realizes that she cannot continue in this way. The growing plump leaves around her cushion and comfort her. She slowly releases her mental grasp and relaxes her mind towards clear thought and profound insight. So, Eris, there's something that's, I don't want to say it's tormenting you. SGK, thank you for stopping by. I didn't see you come in, but good luck with your job. Eris, I feel like there's something that's been kind of tormenting you, bothering you emotionally. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but it could be. It could be familial, whatever it is at your job. There's something that's really, really been bothering you. Like you think you know something, but actually you don't. It's all in your head. This is kind of like another kind of self-imposed imprisonment. Okay. It's you stopping yourself with fear, but it's the fear that something's happening that's not happening. So whatever you think is happening behind your back or whatever the case may be, you would know better than I. It's not. And if you don't know what this means, as always, I say it's a weekly reading. It's coming. There's going to be something that stops you in your tracks and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't see that before. What the heck is going on? But in reality, it's just something that your overthinking, overactive brain is putting in your head to stop you.
Pine Island.
All right, Jeff. Let's use Whispers of Love. Haven't used this one yet tonight. Keep in mind that Mairead is across the pond and like 5 hours ahead of us, okay? I know you know, but I'm just going to remind you anyway.
No.
Do it.
Okay.
We all could just be figments of each other's imaginations. How many of us have met in person?
It's funny.
None of us, I don't think. Blue Cross.
I'm a ghost dragon. I'm everywhere. I might be right.
Where did the ghost part come from? From ghosting in chat? Because it used to just be dragons up ZW. Right?
Yeah, because actually, an old buddy I used to fight with called me that one night when I got off because he had stumbled into your chat, and he goes, "Ghost," and I went, "Hey, that would go good with dragon." Plus, I do ghost a lot of channels, so
yeah,
it
that's
worked
what
perfect.
I figured.
But they used to call me Ghost Dragon in the ring.
Shelly, if you would like a wrench, you can have one. The wrench means that when people come in like they did that one night and start, saying bad things about me or putting pornography or anything graphic, curse words in the chat, when the trolls come in, if you have a wrench next to your name, it means that you have the power to report them, block them, get rid of them for me because I can't watch the chat and do what I'm doing. So you guys are like my bodyguards for the chat. If you'd like a wrench, if you want that responsibility, I will gladly give you one, but just let me know. So Jeff, you got, and this confused me because it's actually the picture, on the front and back. It's the cover card. Troll Hunters. Yes, Spookles, you're still in here. All right. Card number 20, the card of I love you. These are powerful words. Whether you are addressing a pet, a friend, your partner, or yourself, these are the most important words you can say. Do not hold these words in. Giving them often and freely will not take their power away. Be ready and be willing to say I love you. Recall the last time you expressed love for yourself. Do you love who you are? Keep it PG, guys. I already know where this is going. Do you avoid thinking about how you feel about yourself? Expressions of love are powerful for anyone to receive, including you. Take a moment to acknowledge what an incredible person you are. Declare I love you and let that love emanate from you out into the world. A golden-hued angel clasps her hands over her heart and gazes into the heavens. She is a reminder that angels do watch over you. If you are not in a loving space, the angels can help by saturating you with unconditional love. The golden color of the angel could denote the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra.
Chaka.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That thing. This is the
Chakra.
chakra of relationships, feelings, emotions, and identity. Clear and balance your sacral chakra. So clear and balance, okay? And the other thing I want to say here is this card is about self-love, okay? And again, guys, we're all adults here. About liking yourself enough to, not in a narcissistic or egotistical way, but to accept yourself as you are, and to, you know, not look in the mirror and pick yourself apart, or to not do a really amazing work and pick the work apart, because you're afraid to admit to yourself that it's great, or that you're great, or that you have these amazing qualities, whatever it may be, right? So try to love yourself more. Try to give yourself more credit, especially this week. There may be some doubt coming in about something going on, and understand that no matter what happens or what the end result is, if you're good with you, you're going to be good with whatever comes along. All right. You're going to be able to handle it. Did we do Nicole yet? I think you're muted again.
Yeah. Nicole, actually, yes, she is next.
Allegedly adults.
And then, and I screwed up. It was Nicole, Merritt, and Chris was the next three people, actually.
Okay. Well, you didn't screw up then. No big deal.
Yeah, you're good.
I felt like Dobby when I got my first wrench. Shelly, I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to wrench you. Oh, can't do it from here. I almost put you in a timeout. Okay, so I've definitely got this wrong here. Let my chat catch up on YouTube here. And then I can do that. I don't know why I'm not caught up. Just hold on one sec. Okay, so I'm going to add you as a moderator. So it might take a couple seconds to kick in. So what you do is go to a person. Now, don't actually click it. And you'll see little dots next to their name on the right-hand side of their comments. You got to do it quick because they move, and you could accidentally like block someone you don't mean to. You got to be real careful. So click on like a comment, and then it'll say go to channel. You ignore everything except report and hide user on this channel. Report, remove, and hide user. Remove is just to remove a comment. Like sometimes someone will say something that they don't realize they can't say. Okay. Whenever you get rid of a troll, before you do so, no matter what they're doing, I don't give timeouts unless it's someone that's in here all the time. I don't give timeouts. You're just gone. So what you would do is report and then hide user on this channel. All right. Wouldn't be first timeout. Pixie. All right. This is Nicole Perrone.
Then Merritt. Then
Click
Chris.
the name or message, exactly. And then Mairead and then Jarvis.
Yep.
I got you. Thank you. You make my
welcome.
life so much easier. You don't even know. It used to get so hard keeping up with. I mean, I couldn't even really talk to you guys.
I wonder why.
Mairead says, Shelly Montgomery, welcome to the wrenches. There are so many like it, but this one is yours. Go ahead, experiment. Put Black Dragon in a timeout. And go. All right, I'm sorry, Nicole.
I will find you.
Someone got really mad last week. They're like, how many people have wrenches in this place? I'm like,
All
everyone's been with me for like 2 years, almost everybody. When people come in, they usually come back a lot, you know. I try to keep it so that, you know, we're, you know. This is a beautiful card, Nicole. Card number 3 in the Lantern Oracle, Wisdom in Play. Our intuition knows more than we do. And yeah, it's the 3rd card. So it's in the maiden phase. Look at this card. Can you guys see that?
That's a pretty card.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Playtime is where we express what we subconsciously know and learn with increased ease and depth. When we playfully engage with life, it magnifies our openness and ability to be present in the moment. A state of playfulness is when the mind relaxes its control and censorship over the expression of our spirit self's wisdom. In states of play, we can freely explore ourselves and our ideas without the fear or the burden of real-life consequences. Activities of emotional relief and reprieve can be enjoyed, and in such carefree moments, solutions to our problems often occur to us. This is because play and creativity take place in the hypothetical space of make-believe, visualization, and imaginative problem-solving. An inner subconscious knowing can be assessed and expressed through intuitive action and reaction. The maiden is blindfolded with her head facing upward. She pours her spirit self's energy from one cup directly into the other cup with no spillage. She appears to be relaxed and in a state of play as her intuitive pouring is achieved with exceptional precision. This demonstrates the potential of one's inner knowing and guidance to wield results that are superior to those of logic and reason. Now is a time to prioritize play. It is through playfulness that you open yourself to receive solutions to problems. At every age, play is the gift to yourself that keeps on giving. Maiden's message: honor the value of play and the unexpected insights that arise through it. So really taking the time out from the worry and the stress. And I know that's hard because when you're super worried, just don't block it. Don't hide anybody.
Make a game out of it.
If you can take a time out from your worry and your stress and even your everyday life and do something that you consider fun, okay? Nicole, this is yours. If you can do something you consider fun, you're going to find the answer to a question you've been asking yourself for a really long time, because your mind is going to let go and relax, and your inner child and your inner problem solver. You know, children always want to know why, what, who, where, how, and they want to put the puzzles together and they want to fit the right piece, and it's a game for them. But we know as adults and parents and grandparents that they're actually learning, even though for them it's a game. And I feel like taking a time out to play and to have fun can really be beneficial to you at this time, because there's something that's really been circling your mind that you can't find a conclusion to, or that you can't find an answer for. And what the universe is saying is this week, go out and do something fun. If you like roller skating, bowling, going to the movies, whatever it is, just hanging out with your friends or binging horror movies, cheesy 80s movies on Netflix, whatever it is. Good night, Nick Y. Take the time out this week to do it. You know, make the time. Whether you think you have the time or not, you have to make it, because the answer that you're seeking is going to come to you. Maraid. We're going to use Alice in Wonderland on Miss Maraid. Paranormal Highway, welcome. Don't you dare leave without a reading. If you have to come and go, let me know. So nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. All right, Crowley, let us know. Don't go anywhere without saying goodbye. What happened to Black Dragon? Oh, you just timed him out? That's okay. He said that's okay. He said for you to practice on him. Just once, though. But see, that's how you use the wrench. Now you're wrenched up. I think it was Evan was like really like annoyed about that. And at first I thought he was just like asking. And then I was like, he was mad at me for something last week. He goes, I'll leave when I want. Thank you. Go ahead. You do that. You do that. You're going to be the next one in my basement. Who said that? You're muted. Nobody can hear you.
I said there's only room for one, so if you take him down, do I get to come out?
You can go in the shed.
That's fine. At least I get
I'm a
air.
professional.
I never said I was.
No, I'm only kidding.
I
Just
know.
joking.
I know.
You know how many times I did that on after hours? I would mute my
A lot.
mic because I was laughing, and then I'd just be like,
Well, Billy really was doing it last week too. So
no, he's fine. He said to do it. All right, Miss Marade.
peak
Such
lady everywhere.
Such a curious dream. Card number 45. It's a card of grounding, returning to reality, and coming home. I love this card. Oh, I've had such a curious dream, said Alice, and she told her sister, as well as she could remember them, all of these strange adventures of hers. And when she had finished, her sister kissed her and said, "It was a curious dream, dear, certainly, but now run into your tea. It's getting late." We often have remarkable moments, just as Alice does when she begins her journey by following the white rabbit. But just as we must follow the dream, we must also return to the everyday. In this card, at this moment, you are being asked to return to what many people might consider ordinary. You must take care of yourself. Good night, Al. Eat well, go home, be grounded, and take care of what must be taken care of, the ordinary and yet blessed responsibilities within our lives. This is still great magic in this. There is still great magic in this, especially after journeying through our own wonderland and knowing true enchantment. For we can return, but we are forever changed. Now it is the time to ground, come home, integrate the experiences you've had, and do the very simple, mundane tasks that most people don't consider special enough to have any magic at all within them. But they are magic, dear soul. They are. It actually says deal soul, but I think it means dear. Let every simple act be done with awareness, simplicity, gratitude, and kindness. Do not be dissatisfied with the seemingly mundane nature of it all. Instead, embrace this coming back to earth as an opportunity to ground, reconnect, and to bring a sense of the sacred, of the magic of Wonderland to all that you do, no matter how humble it may be. You will return to that extraordinary place again, but for now, embrace the joy of being at home with your humanity. Divination, a time when work must be done. Eat well and prepare good meals. Make magic in your everyday activities in ordinary moments. A return from an extraordinary experience, adventure, travel, or holiday. When the time is right, you will encounter Wonderland once again. So getting down to business, doing something that you've been putting off for a while because it's kind of like boring or like monotonous or like even mundane, like the book said. Marade, I think it's important that you realize that magic happens when and where we want it to, right? So don't get bogged down by the responsibilities of life. You know, if you love going out, I'm just using this as an example with your girlfriends and having fun. But logically and realistically, you can't do that every single night because you have kids and you have responsibilities and a job and all those things. So enjoy those moments while you're there. Take the joy home with you and leave the rest where it's meant to be. Find a balance between work and play, especially this week. You may be overcome or over. A lot of people are going to be asking you to do a lot of things in the coming weeks. Really try to pick and choose what you're going to do. This could be in career too, for some reason. I'm seeing a lot of different little opportunities, but a whole bunch of little different responsibilities. So just make sure you don't shirk your responsibilities. And I'm not saying that you do. Just be aware that you don't stop hanging out with your friends because you met a guy, or stop, I don't know, going to your kids' soccer games because you like having tea with your neighbor. I don't know. I'm just saying, make sure you find that balance and make sure you don't put off any responsibility, especially this week, because I think it's going to come back tenfold if you do. Jarvis.
Yes.
We're going to use Halloween.
What does time out look like from the other side? It's real dark and scary, and you hear growling.
Who just said that?
Nicole.
No, I'm looking at the Bat Mom. You can tell that Gemma is a mom. She reads the cards the way mom reads her kids a book. I hope that's not a bad thing. Oh, Black Dragon, you're back from the alternate reality. Thank you, though, because sometimes you really do need to do that first, because when the trolls come in and I start cracking that whip, I expect my wrenches to have my back. And yes, I am a mom. I have a three, almost 4-year-olds going on 45-year-old. And my oldest is 23. All right, well, almost 23. All right, Chris Jarvis. Oh, okay, I guess we're going to do this again. Why are all my cards upside down? My decks are upside down. Flippity flip. Yeah, Grey Wolf, I loved that name too for Paranormal Highway, and it's not fair that he wasn't allowed to have it. Gypsy Road, like, don't get me started, girl. I will go on a rant. All right, there it is. Skeleton, the card of strength. On the outside is flesh, on the inside is bone. There is strength and vulnerability. In power, we have grown. Halloween is a scary festival. It is meant to frighten. We are meant to feel the release of being pleasantly scared. We trick or treat even though we know that someone may surprise us. We watch horror films knowing they will scare us, and we even dress as skeletons who have no flesh at all, and their bones are there for all to see. In short, we show our vulnerability at Halloween and our strength in facing our fears. 2, there is incredible strength in showing vulnerability. It can often be the bravest course of action and the most frightening. More often than not, it is a powerful catalyst for personal growth, even though we may not be able to perceive that at the time. By showing our true selves and displaying some balanced vulnerability, we can seek and receive greater understanding from others. By admitting that we are wrong or that we don't have the solution when we are expected to, we leave more room to turn things around faster. By asking for help and support rather than acting as martyrs and feeling resentful shows strength and wisdom, not weakness. Should the skeleton card bring itself to your attention, dare to show strength and vulnerability if that is what you really feel. Shame, pride, grudges, or embarrassment are hefty burdens that need not be carried through the darkest of nights. So the skeleton, you know, what's on the inside, Jarvis, and not being afraid to show that to people, okay? Or a certain someone, all right? You don't always have to have a facade about you. You know, you're the funny, sarcastic guy, but maybe there are times when you need to be serious, or when someone really needs you to be vulnerable with them and say, hey, I've been through that too, or hey, I'm here for you. And I feel like that could be happening this week. Someone is coming in and kind of asking for your strength, and the strength they're going to have to show is the vulnerability, all right? And I know that might not make sense, but I'm trying to like picture how I see it. So pouring your heart out or sharing your heart with someone, not in a romantic way, but just letting them know that you've been there too, or that you understand their pain, you know, really being there for someone in the inside out and exposing your true self to them and being vulnerable is going to make a world of difference this week to someone who's going to either come to you for help or who you're just going to see needing it. And you're going to be, you know, debating whether or not to reach out, because it's going to be a big thing for you to do. I think Anne told me once she didn't want a wrench. All right, who's next?
New England. Sorry. New England.
New England Dirt Roadie, are you still here? Yeah, guys, if you have a channel and I know you, please promote yourself, okay? You're very welcome, Chris. Ann Palmer, do you want a wrench? You would have had one by now. I see you, New England. We're going to go with Soul Helper. No, we're not. You know why we're not? Because that's more of a feminine deck. That's one of those decks that's a little more feminine. We're going to go with Whispers of Love. Okay. I'll wrench you. My daughter got me this, one of those essential oil necklaces for my birthday. And every once in a while I get a whiff. She got me the stress thing, but they have the little pads. I have the same one in as the one she got me. But man, when I get a whiff of this stuff, it smells so good. And that's what I'm going to be the scent I want to capture in sprays. You know, guys, I have so many ideas. The labels might start out, they're going to be, you know, regular labels, but they might start out as kind of generic. And I want a different label, like Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising are all going to have similar labels and similar scents, but they're going to be different. Same for every other astrological sign. And so many more. Those are going to be like the specialty ones, you know. It's going to be so much fun. Pine Island Research been really helping me. Ghost Dragon's been really helping me with ideas. Ray has been really helping me a lot too, as far as bouncing ideas off of. And he even like made a big list of, you know, ideas that he wanted to bounce off me, and went and got the postage rates today for shipping to Canada too, Grey Wolf. I said, I have Miss Grey Wolf in Canada and I need to know how much it is to ship there. So you guys, it's going to be spectacular, a little home business that I hope turns into a family business. And it's going to actually be fun, you know, to not do it all alone here, and knowing that you guys have my back. It's going to be really cool. Welcome back. All right. I definitely remember who I pulled a card for.
New England.
I didn't pull it yet. That's why, because I have to connect with the energy. All right, New England. Act as if your partner is here. Card number 37. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. What an interesting idea, huh? If your actions and thoughts take someone else's feelings into account, you will be more aligned with a true relationship. If your partner is not with you yet, generate the feeling that you are already sharing your life with your special someone. This will change the way you feel and can alter your attitude and your potential to attract them into your life. Revel in the thought that you are in a faithful relationship. When you create a vacuum by affirming your desire, if you have it, the universe will bring it to you more quickly. You draw into your life the things that are in harmony with your beliefs. Believe and trust that love is coming your way. See your energy as a love-attracting magnet. Live as if you are in your desired relationship and appreciate the phase prior to the arrival of love. A fairy couple effortlessly dances across the night sky. A large moth is beneath them. The moth uses its scent to pull in a mate. There is no concern, worry, or doubt concerning her ability to attract love. Use the energy of the moths to relax into a state of trust. Love is not far away, and you are in the process of bringing it to you. So, okay, if you're looking for love, this is an obvious card, right? New England Dirt Roadie. And if you're in a relationship, it's kind of obvious too. Make sure it's not out of sight, out of mind. In everything that you do, you need to consider the other person. What I'm getting more here, though, is that there may be someone in your life who you are not considering, and perhaps you should be. And it's not a purposeful thing, like you're like, oh, forget them. I think you're just literally forgetting them. That you're not understanding kind of that they really need you right now. They might not even be on your radar coming in this week or towards the end of the month. There is someone who is looking to you for something: protection, guidance, strength, possibly love. Okay, it doesn't have to be romantic love, but it could be. What the universe is saying is, don't get so caught up in your own problems, your own needs, and your own desires that you don't see the people around you that are reaching out to you for help. Okay. And again, I don't think this is a malicious thing where you're purposefully not helping people. But I feel like the universe is telling you could be doing much more if you stay cognizant of the fact that there are others around you who look up to you, who respect you, and who want and value and need sometimes your opinion. And I feel like you're going to be asked to step in and give that opinion at some point. I don't know if it's going to be this week, but definitely by the end of the month. Someone is going to be coming to you for advice, and you really need to be careful the advice you give them. Okay, stay focused and stay, again, cognizant of what they're really asking you for.
And
Taiwas, thank you. Anna?
Yep. Sorry, my words didn't come out there.
No, that's okay. I heard a click of your mic. That's what threw me off. Anna, Vintage Wisdom.
Okay.
Shelley Montgomery, as far as how many cards are in the decks, it really ranges, usually from like 42 to 75. I think I have one deck that has 90. It really depends on the deck. Usually between like 45 and 75. All right, Aunt Edna, here it comes. 52 to 75. Yeah, I was off by 10. Thank you, Miss Laura. Or Miss Pixie, actually. All right, Aunt Edna, you got ancestors. No numbers on these cards. A child wears a floral garland that symbolizes platonic love and friendship. Jasmine blooms represent divine love and hope. The now faded images in the background are my own mother and father, so the authors, not mine, Gemma Jade's, on their wedding day, and the mischievous face of my grandfather peering between them. This is not only a card of warmth and tenderness, it portrays the symbolic significance of ancestors and the etheric blueprints that they leave behind. Thank you guys so much for putting my info in there. In our complex Western world, hereditary connections may have been eroded due to profound cultural changes, divorce, and family estrangements. Our wise elders may not be revered as they once were, yet their lives can often provide vital clues in understanding our own. This card invites you to be open to their spiritual influence and inspiration regarding present circumstances. The law of karma ensures that we are constantly being gifted with the ingredients needed to further our evolution. Our ancestors therefore play a vital and organic role in the intimate dance of our soul journey. Now may be a time for forgiveness, to face old grievances with compassion, or to draw upon the strengths of your forebears. Through being receptive to their love, our spirit ancestors respond to our call and provide reassurance and strength during times of change. Connecting with our spirit ancestors can provide us not only with greater understanding of where we came from, but who we are and also where our paths may lead. Being open to the experience of their continuing presence also gifts us with life-enriching realization that we need never be alone. So this is multifaceted for you, and I'm getting, first of all, ancestors possibly trying to get in touch with you. And I know we've gone over this before. I don't know if it was in a personal or if it was a while ago, because you've been here with me almost, the whole year and a half I've been doing this, maybe longer. So that's one thing. Pay attention to your dreams or go into a meditative state to the best of your ability and call on your ancestors. They may not come right there with a telepathic message, but they will come to you either in a dream or with something in the next few days. They're eager to help you learn. What I'm also getting is understanding the impact that you're having. And I think you really do, because you're very kind and you're very giving and very gracious and gentle. But you don't take any prisoners. You don't take any poop from anybody, right? And I feel like the people that have come after you, your children, perhaps your grandchildren, the younger generations in your family, your bloodline family, are going to be looking at their ancestors. And ancestry doesn't have to be the people that are deceased. I mean, you're their ancestors. And I feel like they're going to be looking to you as an example. Like I just said to someone else, like someone's going to be coming to them for advice. The younger generation in your family is going to be looking to you for an example, and soon. I feel like you're going to possibly clash with someone of a younger generation as well. This is like like I said, multifaceted, where like you really don't agree with something they're doing. The universe is just saying, take a step back. Remember what it's like to be that age. And as much as you want to protect them and guide them, all you can do, is offer your advice and your own life experience. And then you have to let them make their own mistakes. Just let them know that you're always going to be there for them if they should need it. And just always keep in mind, as I'm sure you do, to set an example. And the example that you set is what they could very well base their path on. Taiwas, thank you. I appreciate all donations, guys. It really helps. I really do appreciate it. I do put in a lot of work here, and I love hanging out with you guys. It's 9:04 Eastern. I'm going to take a little 5-minute break. And who do we have the next three?
Mr. Crowley, Judy Wheeler, and Diagnosis, if he's still here.
All right. So you three get ready. Aunt Edna, you're so welcome. Guys, don't go anywhere, because I will be right back. I'm going to hit the restroom and come right back to you all and finish up. We got like another 2 hours to go unless we finish early. Be right back. I don't have any music for you all, so you're going to have to listen to my air conditioner, but it's all right. Be right back. Hi. I don't remember who you said is next.
Nobody. We're done for the night.
We're done?
Yep, we're done for the night. No, Mr. Crowley, Judy, and Diagnosis.
I'm gonna go watch Hamilton again. Where's Sci-Fi Master? That's Diogenes' student. It's the same person. I can't say the other one.
I try. I do my best. But actually, Mr. Crowley's next, so.
All right, Crowley.
Get him a real pretty card.
Yeah, I put everyone on. That way, if we call your name and like you don't want one, you could just say pass. It's much easier than being like, hey, do you want one? Do you want one? Do you want one? Crowley, you're gonna go last. All right, Crowley goes last.
He's gonna have to fight for Black Dragon because he also asked.
Oh, Black Dragons always goes last, so Crowley goes second to last.
Okay, Judy then.
Judy Wheeler. I think she's still here. Let us know you're here, hun.
Then I don't know if Sci-Fi or Dionysus is here.
Well, they haven't said anything yet.
And I'm used to. I haven't seen them for a while. A lot of times they come in and give you the like and leave.
Yeah. So Judy Wheeler, Diogenes' student. I'm going to give you guys another minute. I think he left. Judy, I'm not sure though. Who's after them?
Amuse, I think, left. So it would be Go-Go. Is she still here?
Go-Go Teresa just came in to say hi. She said she just wanted to.
Okay. Then Mark.
Mark Longoria.
Yeah, Longoria. I know he was here. I know
Mike, are you if you're leaving, let me know.
Well, he's actually after Mark, so if you want to just go ahead and do him.
Mike, I'm going to do yours right now. Don't leave, man. Always make sure you tell me, like, hey, I've got to go, and I'll either do yours right at that moment or I'll do yours next.
Yeah, just let us know.
You were next anyway. Mark Longoria, I don't think he's here either. If you are here, Mark, then, let us know. Mike, this is you. Gentle Creatures Wisdom deck. You know how we are here. I aim to please. I want everyone to get a reading. I want everyone to get the most out of this stream.
She froze. She froze. Uh-oh. Spaghettios.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Listen, can you hear me? Yeah?
Yes, we can hear you.
If my Wi-Fi happens to go out, we will be right back. So don't go anywhere. It usually takes like 3 to 5 minutes, but when that starts happening and my Wi-Fi signal pops up, don't just leave and think that like we're off. Just give me a few minutes to get set back up. Judy, I see you. I'm going to read for Mike and then I'm going to read for you because I already pulled the deck for Mike. I'm like, guys, I got you. Bye. Sometimes, my Wi-Fi is very tricky. I live in the woods, and I think there's a storm coming or here. All right, so let's get moving.
And the evil fairy like to dance on her, on the internet.
On my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so.
Road trip. Mike Roberts, you got road trip.
Don't go too far.
22nd? Yeah, Judy, I see you. I'm going to do yours next, honey. I don't know what's happening on the 22nd. Mike, with the wind in their hair, a cozy couple sets off on a road trip to somewhere. They're so cute. Look at these creatures. They haven't decided where they want to go because they know in their happy hearts that the destination isn't as important as the company. In this case, their small winged friend who has been invited along gets to determine which way the wind will blow them. He isn't a navigator so much as an instigator. All three are traveling light with no maps and no expectations. Actually, Dragons, if my Wi-Fi gets knocked off, yours might not get knocked off. So
I'll keep everybody occupied until
because
I'll tell pretty jokes about you and stuff. So
normally you're in with as a guest, but now that you're a host, it'll just be me. I didn't think of that, so we don't have to.
Yeah, I would entertain them, make sure they laugh and have a good time.
All three are traveling light with no maps and no expectations. They are taking their time so they don't miss anything. They are ready for everything. Where will your adventurous heart take you next? Who will ride beside you? Take these lessons from the gentle creatures to heart. Remember that you can choose the direction or let the direction choose you. The same goes for those who would travel with you. Sometimes you want a tried and true friend along for grand adventures. Other times it's exciting to find the courage to venture out alone and trust the winds of fate to invite new acquaintances to join your journey. So, Mike, I just feel like this card isn't so much about a road trip. I mean, if you're going to take one, then that's awesome and that's cool. But this card is more about letting nature take its course, letting fate do its job, understanding that no matter how much you prepare, no matter how much you plan, plot, whatever you want to call it, or even work towards something, it's going to happen when it's supposed to and how it's supposed to. And that's kind of having faith that the universe has our backs, which is really hard. If you plan for something for years and it doesn't happen, it's not a punishment. It doesn't mean you did anything wrong. And I feel like you're experiencing or are going to be experiencing some issues where you're like, like, I really want to do this and this is how it's going to happen because I'm going to do step A, B, and C. Or you're at the conclusion of that where something that you really wanted to work out didn't, and you don't know how to deal with it because you did everything right. This is the universe saying, throw all the care out the window. okay? And understand that it is going to happen. In this particular case, I'm getting that what you wanted is going to happen, but not in the way that you wanted. Take courage, take strength, and take heart. The universe is watching over you. It sees and feels your pain and understands where you're coming from, but it wants you to know that maybe you should get out and go on a road trip or go on a vacation or take some time off, even if it's just a day unplugged, if possible. Get out there and meet new people, have new adventures. This is a time for not for all work and no play make Mike a dull boy. Like, you need to get out there and have some fun in life instead of always being in preparation for what's next. Go out and throw caution to the wind. Larry, hi. No,
hey, Larry.
For a reading, not at all.
We got you, buddy.
Another hour and 45 minutes at most. Judy, you are next. Yeah, that was a great card. So Judy, I'm using the Soul Helper Oracle. You got card number 40. You are caught up in drama, girl. Act to free yourself, change, and blossom again. I'm tired of Ghost intimidating me. He's just sitting there eating. Like, what? Okay, Judy, I'm sorry. These hooligans. Realizing that we are responsible for the prisons we create for ourselves and the dramas in our lives is quite a challenge. They arise simply because something is not going the way we would like it to, or worse still, other people are not behaving as we would like. You have now strayed far from the path of your soul. You have become lost in sadness, careless of yourself, neglecting your true needs, and feeling sorry for yourself. You have drawn this card because a great opportunity now awaits you. Choose to take it, Judy. You're very welcome, Mike. Now. Choose to take it now, exclamation point. It is up to you. The ball is in your court. Recognize that there is a gift, a chance ready for the taking in everything. You and you alone are responsible for your life, your happiness, and for how difficult or otherwise you make your life. Resist the temptation to ask friends, colleagues, or neighbors for advice. They cannot know how you feel and what your emotional needs are. It's up to you. It's your responsibility. Take a look at your life and how it feels. Find the germ of change within you, the spark of wonder, lightness, and emotional abundance, and allow them to grow and blossom in your heart. Take action. Start to change things. It does not really matter what you change. Just start. Begin with yourself or your home. And once you do so, the paralysis that has been holding you captive in your own drama will be broken. Your helpers for this week: Power Animal, the Dolphin, Herbal Essential Oil, Lemon, Healing Crystal, Larimar, and number is 4. Judy, I feel like you've got yourself so worked up about something. And the universe is saying, like, yo, dude, like, it's not even a big deal, chick. You know, whatever your worry is, your great concern, this pressure that's on your shoulders, the weight of the world, the universe is saying that it's such a small thing. You know, take a step back. Understand there's opportunity coming in, abundance, and being kind of spoiled for choice. This massive blessing. If you don't take your eyes off what's not happening, what didn't happen, what's not going to happen, you are not going to see what is right there in front of you. Judy, I implore you this week, especially, pull yourself out of any ruts that you're in, make any amends or peace that you need to make, including with yourself, and look around, because there is a massive and major opportunity for abundance, advancement, and blessing coming into your life this week. Next.
That was Judy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Grey Wolf, I'll do you right now. Grey Wolf is right now.
Yes. I was going to bring her up because I know she's across the pond too.
I always forget that you're in Canada. So Grey Wolf, don't leave.
Well, up in Canada, yeah.
Lotus Girl, yes, you did. I read you way earlier. Didn't I read Lotus Girl already? Or no, I didn't read her yet.
Yes, you did. She was number 1, 2, 3. She was number 7.
Judy, thank you. Lotus, you were like number 7 or 8, hon. I didn't realize that you were. Yeah,
she was busy, and I didn't notice until after you read.
Until after I read it. So just go back. No, Grey Wolf, don't go. Can you hear me? I'm reading for you right now.
Stay, little lady. Stay.
I want to make sure she hears me before I pull this card. I actually have a shirt that has a lotion and a basket.
She doesn't even give me lotion. She gives me coconut oil.
It's home. I'm gonna be giving you homemade lotions. You're gonna have to try out the ones I'm selling.
Oh, so if I look like a spotted dragon, you'll know why.
All right, Grey Wolf, this is for you. Halt, Grey Wolf. I like that. You're very welcome. No problem, Lotus Girl. All right, I'm using the Lightworker Oracle. Hold your center, card number 34. You guys are so fun. I love you guys. All right, she's here. This is yours, Grey Wolf. Have you been rushing out to meet others, trying to bend or accommodate their needs at the expense of your own well-being and inner peace? Yes, you have. I know you have. Now you are to strengthen your own energy, your own boundaries, to find your ground. Firmly place your feet there and do not move. Feel your feet anchoring you like a beautiful tree. Let yourself experience quiet certainty as you hold center with commitment, courage, and consciousness. You are learning to trust in your own instincts to take your own journey without comparison to the life path of anyone else. There is no need to become disheartened or distracted by comparisons or judgments. The earth needs your light, which can only come from you. You will offer so much less if you try to make it match your beauty to what you perceive to be the beauty of another. Many souls who are different and unique were not understood, acknowledged, and valued for whom they were as children. Instead, they were encouraged to conform, to change, to be other than their true self in order to be loved. This can be a hard pattern to break. Yet the time is here for you to love and honor yourself as yourself. You are beautiful. You do not need to change for anyone. You certainly do not need to change for the divine. You are being encouraged instead to distill your essence to become even more of you. Hold your center now and do not be rattled by any other through intimidation, confrontation, doubt, jealousy, or fear. To hold your center means you accept your innate value and worth, your right to exist and thrive, and accept the love that created you as you in order to fulfill your own divine destiny. This oracle brings you confirmation. You are on the right path. Paranormal Pixie Me Too, or Pixie Me Too. You do not need to collapse into fear or doubt to ease old guilt or make others more comfortable. It is not selfish or hard of you to be strong. You can hold yourself in high esteem and be gentle and loving to others whilst absolutely refusing to accept any behavior, belief, or attitude of another that would tear you down or cast you into self-doubt or hatred. You are here to shine and to be a lighthouse for others. Holding your center doesn't mean that you no longer surrender. Instead, you consciously choose to surrender into divine love and grow more empowered. Yeah, Grey Wolf, this is a truly amazing card, and I feel like it really does fit because I know you're a people pleaser, and I know you want to help everybody and do everything for everybody, but the fact of the matter is the universe is saying you don't have to keep comparing yourself. What did so-and-so do for, this one? I've got to do more because I want them to like me, or maybe they won't like me as much or think I don't like them as much. All of these fears surrounding other people and what you can give them. Give them Grey Wolf. Give them Lindsay. As much of it as they can handle or that they want or that you want to give, okay? Ground yourself literally, bare feet in the ground, like I always tell you, and I always tell you guys, close your eyes, pretend you're a tree, branches coming out of your feet into the ground, arms out if you have to, and stay there for a minute. Ground yourself, center yourself, and hold it, and understand that what you have to offer by just being yourself is way more than enough for anybody because you have an amazing light and essence that you need to spread as thin as possible while still keeping the most of it for yourself. Okay? Don't give in to manipulation. Don't accept betrayal. All right? Don't become an enabler. And just don't be unkind. The act of saying no in and of itself is not being unkind. And I think this week, this is a huge lesson that you really need to learn. Shelly Montgomery asks, Gemma, are your decks numbered? I'm curious about number 12 for some reason. The number 12 is bugging me for the last half hour. I do not have them numbered. Sometimes the decks have numbers in them, but not all of them. Some of them aren't numbered. Like some cards like Vintage Wisdom, they don't even have numbers on them. If the number 12 has been kind of on your mind, you should look that up as to what that could mean. If it's bugging you, if you're seeing it everywhere. It might come up in your reading. You might get the 12th card. That's happened before.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas Shaughnessy, or however you say his last name. Forgive me, sir. Nicholas, you still here?
Nick Shaughnessy. Crowley, you'd be surprised at the names I'm coming up with. I'm going to tribute when I start making jewelry, the ladies. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably do a crow soap. Got to do something cool to really thank you guys, for your support and for your friendship and all the love. Jules Enigma, welcome. And that's okay. You can feel quiet. You just got to let us know you're here so you can get a reading if you want one.
So Nicky.
Thank you so much, Miss Grey Wolf. So much.
Thank you.
Who's after Nick? Just give them.
I'm going to. Well,
Okay.
Steve, if he's still here.
I don't think Stockton's
still
here.
He was still here earlier, but I think he left. Richard Elmore.
I mean, I can give you a 12th card, but I wouldn't know which deck, so it would throw everything off. Oh, you were here before then? In the beginning, you would have been read by now if you were here at 7:30, right? Or no? You know what? Our next three aren't showing up. If you were in here at 7:30, then I'll just read for you, as long as no one else
Who is that?
Jules.
I must not have seen her on the list, but
okay, that's okay. We'll do it right now. Guys, thank you so much for the super chats, super stickers, just for coming in and hanging out, getting a reading, giving me that reassurance, that validation. For everyone who donates in PayPal and Cash App, I do see that after the stream, so if I don't thank you. Ghostdragon said hi to you and forgot to write your name down. No big deal. I got you right now. I'm using Moonology Manifestations.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. We've got her now. I'm glad you came in and said something, though. You got the last quarter moon in Libra. Make time for self-love. Guys, this is another theme tonight, okay? Loving ourselves and remembering that we have to love ourselves first. And that's a really hard thing to do, especially when we have families and we have relationships, You can't pour or drink from an empty cup. Sweet dreams, Grey Wolf. Johnny Yuma, thank you. Jeff Harding, Pine Island Research, helped me with that. Miss Enigma, Miss Jules. Have you been trying to please all of the people all of the time when you're not yet quite happy yourself? There's a difference between wanting to live positively and spiritual bypassing when you refuse to acknowledge your feelings. You can't fool the universe, so pretending to be happy when you're sad will get you nowhere. Rather, you need to deal with your feelings. That's the only way. If you're people pleasing, stop. Think about what's going on and why you're doing it. If you're in an unbalanced relationship, address the situation immediately. While it's lovely to do things nicely, they also need to be done well, so be sincere. The way to get in the manifesting zone is to work through all your stuff. Once you've done that, you become a clear signal for your desires. Your manifestation affirmation for this week: harmony surrounds me. I am on my path. I feel like you may have some unfinished business, okay? Whether in life, whether in love. Yeah, Taiwaz, yes, definitely a theme night. Loving ourselves, dealing with our feelings, not people pleasing. Jules, I feel like you have some unfinished business somewhere, something you've been putting off, and I do feel like it's emotional. Kind of casting it to the side, like I'll deal with that later. I don't want to deal with the pain right now. I don't want to deal with the anger right now, whatever it is. I also feel like there are people that are taking advantage of you. Okay. And I feel like you're letting them, even though you know that they are. That's kind of just how these people treat you. And it's always been a thing. But no. The universe is saying you need to address these people, these unbalanced relationships, and then address yourself and do something nice for you. Okay. Take the money you were going to give so-and-so for their rent for the 7th month in a row and buy yourself something nice. Invest in something. Okay. Invest in yourself, not just financially. That's a really good way to put it. But I feel like casting everything off to the side and putting all of the emotional yuckiness and neglect of yourself off and not facing it and putting it off to the side, like, oh, I'll deal with that tomorrow. I don't have time. The universe is saying enough is enough. You need to deal with it, because the universe is like, hey, I can see you. I know what you're doing. And you can't have abundance and blessing if that's, if that's how you're going to be dealing with things. So really try to deal with things as they come, and definitely this week and going into the month of June, towards the end of the month, this month, take care of any unfinished business. I've got a frog in my throat. Good night, Aunt Anna. Ghost Dragons, Miss Smoochie wants to know, what kind of fish are those?
What you're probably seeing back there moving around a lot is the albino or ghost koi fish.
Cool. Who is next?
Vixen, Doe, come on down.
All right. I'm going to use Soul Helper. Just this outside of this deck, the back side is so beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I like the back of those cards. Yeah, koi fish. Well, they're like algae eaters. I can never say the actual full scientific names that they call them koi fish. They populate like crazy. I started off with 2. Now I got like 50 in there. It's like, holy crap. They're worse than rabbits.
Taiwan, that's absolutely true. I noticed that in my personal readings and in my spiritual, one-on-ones that I do. That's definitely true. A lot of people are dealing with resurfacing emotions. What's up, Ange? Welcome. All right, Vixen Doe. Whoop, there it is. Nature is calling you. It wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with its healing powers. Ralph, what's up? Oh, that's so sweet. Card number 20. Ralph says, just got here. Don't need a reading. Just wanted to say love and missing you all. Same. Nightmare, I knew one of you heathens were going to say that. When I said nature wants to touch you, he said giggity.
Giggity. Giggity.
All right, Vixen. You feel vulnerable, naked, and alone, but look around you. All of creation is here to heal and protect you. Your great mother, our earth, sometimes surpasses even herself with her wonders and perfect beauty, all of which are there to reach out to, touch, and fulfill you. And yet you always choose a difficult path, a path of pain, despite long since knowing in your heart that there is another way. Sorry. You hear your soul speak, but you do. Oh, you hear your soul speak of joy, laughter, and true healing. You hear, but you do not listen. It tells you of the many different paths free from hurt or pain. Your soul is showing you that there are easier paths to follow, full of wonder and wisdom. No one wants to harm, belittle, or indeed anger you, and yet a part of you always seems to seek this out. You sometimes hurt yourself and your health. You do not love yourself and can be impatient with or hard on yourself, feeling unattractive or useless. Healing is the acceptance without judgment of everything that is. The outside world reacts only to what is inside of you. Is someone hurting you? Do not react, but instead look at why they might be. Why is it even possible that they can hurt you? Heal the root cause which lies within you. Again, theme night, guys, loving ourselves. The issue raised by this card is not necessarily an easy one, but it is an urgent one. Choose the path of self-awareness now. Let go of your lower negative energies and forgo the dark path of victimhood. Begin to shine your true light instead. Your helpers for the next week, your power animal, the puma, herbal essential oil tea tree, healing crystal emerald, and your number is 2. So this is a really deep card. Okay, it's not just about getting back to nature, maybe spending some time in nature, going for a hike or camping or just a walk in the woods or a walk in your backyard, Vixen Doe, this card is saying that you really need to love yourself and look at the way you allow yourself to be treated by either other people or a specific other person. I don't want to be repetitive in the readings, but they're just coming out this way, where it's about putting those boundaries up and making sure other people understand what they are and that there are consequences in crossing them. It's time for you to start standing up for yourself, okay? It's time for you to start respecting Vixen Doe. I almost called you Foxbuck. It's time for you to start respecting Vixen Doe. It's time for you to make sure that others do the same. Shine your inner light out, and it will be impossible for evil to touch you. Okay? When you feel like something's wrong, speak out against it. You don't necessarily have to react in a negative way, but you can respond from a place of love. And I feel like that's what the universe is asking you to do. Be more loving to yourself, be more appreciative of yourself, be more respectful of yourself, and make sure others are too. But also give yourself a break, Vixen. Okay? You're not perfect. None of us are. You don't have to be the best at everything, and you don't have to win every time, including in love, including in matters of the heart, and including emotional situations. Okay? And I feel like you're dealing with one now where you feel like, oh, this again. And if not, unfortunately, it is coming in for you. Stand up for yourself. Love yourself enough to not accept that lower vibrational negative stuff that comes along with people. You know, we're only human after all. Respect the Vixen. Absolutely.
Mystery Aaron, is he still here? Are they still here?
Mystery
Brett,
on, if you're still here, let us know. I'm sorry.
you're fine. Brett, Flanner, Roger Blair, Alex,
Grasselhoff, yeah.
Grasselhoff, and Black Dragon. But he's last. So AI Mentalist, is he still here? Probably not.
No, Al left.
Okay. Chilla Charlie.
Charlie, I don't even think he's still here.
I don't think he is either. Fat Mom, you want to go ahead and go next?
Let's do it. And you are so very welcome. Bat Mom. I'm going to use Ravenswand on you. Pixie, I think you're coming up, right? That wasn't the whole list. That all those people left.
They come in and say hi and leave a like, and
which is okay. I'd rather put them on the list and have them.
Yeah, because they may come back. Sometimes they come back.
That was a horror movie. Sometimes they come back.
Yep.
Larry, you also have a personal coming. I was a little backed up this weekend. I didn't get to it, but it's coming. All right, Bat Mom. Bring your inner Vixen to the forefront. Exactly. Piercing the mist. Crowley, are you leaving? Lilac Bee Sweet places flowers to remember her friend, wishing he was close by. She doesn't realize that he's right beside her, watching in spirit, because grief has clouded all, even the sun. However, just like the sun struggling to break through, hope lives even in despair, even if it seems remote and veiled. The light of the sun will eventually pierce the mist, and then the scale of our pain becomes visible. Larry, thank you so much. The pain might be vast, but it is not infinite. It will have an end and an escape. See how the pine trees, the standing stones, and even the candle flame all reach toward the sun. They surge towards it, cleaving a path through the mist. Similarly, in times of grief, the only way is to push ahead, press onwards, and resist the temptation to linger or meander in the fog of loss. So, Shelley, yes, you do. That was the people that just left. We were just saying who's next, and if they didn't answer. Batmom, this card could be about losing someone to death, but I feel more like it's letting go of something that's been so constant in your life. I do feel like it's a person. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a job too, or something like that. There is something that has been so constant in your life, and either you just lost it or you're about to lose it. And this card is saying, like, don't worry, because it was a constant for so long. It or they, meaning if it's a person, are always going to be a part of you. Take that part and make yourself stronger. Whatever this is that's going on, don't allow the grief to affect you to the point where you can no longer focus and you end up losing yourself, okay? because that defeats the purpose of that really tough lesson that needs to be learned. So what am I saying? Everything happens for a reason. Even after the darkness, we know the sun's going to shine again and the light is going to come. So I don't know if this is something that's going on that just happened or that's coming in for you, but whatever it is that you're losing, the universe is saying you're going to gain tenfold if you can bring yourself through the desperation, the fear, the pain, the guilt you're going to have, and understand that if it's a person, when they're in spirit, they don't feel that way anymore. They just hang around you. I'm also getting another message right on that same level. There is someone who's passed who you were very close to, and this could have been, I don't know, 20 years ago or 20 days ago or 20 seconds ago. But they are trying to let you know they're with you. They're trying to get messages to you by like moving things around your house, or whispering your ear, playing with your hair, coming to you in dreams, but you may not be remembering them because you're not open enough right now. Not that you're closed off, but for this particular person, you may not have thought of them in years, or you may think of them every day. Whoever came to your mind when I just said that, that is who this is. And they are really trying to get your attention for a reason, to give you a warning of something about to happen, to let you know they're okay, and to try to guide you onto the path of self-love again and kind of getting over the loss of them. There is someone you've lost, a very significant loss. I can't tell when, though. I'm seeing a little further back. If you meditate, try to do that more often. Listen to guided meditations during your sleep, or even scalar. And always keep something next to your bed so you can write your dreams down, at least for this week, because there's a very important message from Spirit coming in for you.
Smoochie. I know Smoochie's here. I just saw.
Yep, she's here.
I just saw them.
Star Temple. Yeah, Pine Island Research, that's exactly it. The type of reading that may be hard to hear in the moment. Lost in the night, joy comes in the morning. And that's exactly right. I don't like giving those kinds of readings because I'm always afraid people are going to think I'm saying someone's going to die. And I could very well get that message. But I promise you, if I do, I'm going to break that to you in such a way that you might not even realize what I'm saying, because I don't like giving that message. I definitely get, though, that mom, that it's someone who is already gone, who's with you all the time. And you're like sitting there like, why, I miss them so much, but they're right there. You're just not focused enough on them because of your everyday life. And, that gets in the way. You got things to do. Sit down and really focus on them. Paulie T, welcome. Friday the 13th. Yes. Friday the 13th used to be very unlucky for me. I feared it, but I will tell you, since my RJ was born on a Friday the 13th in 2018, it has now become the luckiest day of the year for me. I am not sure. I didn't pick up on, I didn't kind of reach out. These are one cards. If I were to give you a personal, I'd be able to tell you. I did get more masculine energy, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a male. It could just be a female that has a lot of heavy masculine energy, masculine chart placements. So it's really hard to tell.
No, you didn't miss anything. I believe the pink moon or blood moon. There's a lunar eclipse coming up. Ohio might get to see a little bit of it, but most of it is going to be west. So anything like California from Kansas on, we'll be able to see it.
All right. Thank you. Not this Friday the 13th. I'm saying he was born July 13th in 2018. But yeah, Friday the 13th is very special to me. He'll actually be 4, and next year he'll be 47 because he thinks that he's a grown man. The Bat Mom, Pine Island Research said, great topic, journaling your readings. On the merch store is a Gemma Jade journal that you can journal and record notes on each of your readings. It's so cool and very useful. And you can also use it as a dream journal. That's one of the things I'm getting for myself because I thought it was so cool. Bat Mom, all you have to do to get a personal is have a little patience because it may take up to 2 weeks. Email me at moonbearoracle. If someone can put that, moonbearoracle@gmail.com. Your first name. It could even be like a nickname if you don't want to give me your actual first name, and your birth date. and I will just do the reading remotely, and I will send it to you in a private link that only you and I can see. Who am I reading? I'm just sitting here shuffling. Oh, the Smoochie. Paulie T, are you new? Okay. Smoochy. Thank you, Ghost Dragons. I don't have a Dogman deck or a Sasquatch deck or a Cryptid deck or any of those decks. We go through this every week.
I have been looking. Yeah, I have been looking. I
believe there is a Bigfoot deck, but I don't know. It's not on Amazon. And
yeah, I'm looking.
Those, you know, those places where they do the homemade stuff, it's like super expensive. Like that True Crime deck was like $104 with shipping. Yeah. Are you mocking me, girl?
Huh?
I couldn't remember who kept asking for it, but I knew it was coming. This is a good deck. You're going to like this. Merope, the Diamond Star, card number 41. I focus on service and follow my higher purpose. So it's the card of destiny. Beautiful card. Star words, purify, amplify, commit. The Diamond Star sustains commitment, devotion, love, and abundance. As a neutral amplifier of energy, the diamond is a precious stone that enhances purity, clarity, and commitment. It provides a clear link between the crown chakra and the divine, thus heightening claircognizance, clear psychic knowing, which I'm sure you possess, right? The Diamond Star cleanses the aura of anything that conceals a person's inner light, allowing their soul to shine out into the world. Merope supports you to unveil your soul's aspirations and magnify your spiritual awareness, being who you are. Smoochie, if there are people, and again, I'm sorry it's repetitive, but it's every card that's coming up that aren't accepting you or who are making you feel less than or weak. If there's something about yourself, perhaps it is your claircognizance. Are you struggling with your psychicness lately? Either the fact that you have it or messages coming in kind of unclear. Sorry, matte lipstick like completely takes my lips off. Hold on, I'm trying to... I feel like what this is saying is to just be, again, authentically you. Definitely work on your psychic sight. I don't know if you know that you have psychic ability or not. Don't fear it. Use it. Try it out on the people that are closest to you. The reason this is the bulk of your message, okay, it may not seem like much, is because once you open yourself to this fully and stop fearing it, or get back to really focusing on it, if you don't, you know, if you feel like, oh, I already know that, like whatever, there's some blocking surrounding it, some block. You need to get rid of that because there are going to be people coming in that they're going to need your help. And it's going to affect their destiny and yours if you don't give it to them. So please open yourself up. Yeah, open yourself up to your psychic ability. If you're really good with being yourself, then look inside and see where there's a block. If you have to align your chakras, I believe this card is a message not only of being yourself, but also of keeping yourself grounded, cleared out, and not allowing anyone to take away from your gifts. Maybe it's not happening now, but I feel like somebody is going to try to like make you feel, you know how they treat psychics, right? You know, like, oh, what color underwear am I wearing? Or the people that come in here that are like, a psychic wouldn't need cards. And it's like, I feel like someone like that is coming into your life, and you really are going to have to, don't even worry about proving yourself to them, right? And don't let it affect you on any kind of negative level or way. You're going to be just fine. Stop. Don't question yourself. I want to say stop questioning yourself, because I feel like if you're not, there is going to be a reason that you start. And make sure you give any and all messages that come through as they come through. No sugarcoating, especially this week.
Okay. Polly H. I think they left, but I'm not sure. Spook Cat, are you still here?
I'm getting 405 just for her. 405 there.
Are you here? 405.
Taiwaz. That is a really amazing card.
That is a pretty card.
I feel like this is one of your guides too. Like this is like a projected image, Smoochie, of what one of your guides will look like, or one of your like others in an alternate higher conscious reality. I feel like this is you or like an ancestor. There's a deep connection to you and not the person on this card, because obviously this was modeled after an actual woman, but something like this, a pure light being filled with diamond light and just radiating it out.
Looks like 405.
Is he here?
Yep. He's a here.
All right. Yeah. Woodland Wardens. I got to get the Gods and Titan deck. Nick Shaughnessy, did I read for you? I have the Goddesses and Sirens, but so many of my decks, it's not that they're just for women. Paranormal Highway, welcome back. It's that they have a more feminine feel to them, and some of them have Maiden, Mother, and Crone messages, like the Lantern Oracle, Vintage Wisdom. So I can read them for guys. I pulled a Lantern for men before, but I don't know. It's like I got to get some more masculine energy deck. Paulie T, surely not feeling a negative vibe in here. Gypsy, I'm glad you're back. I would have been mad at you. 405, you got the Badger and the Ginkgo. Healing Wounds. And I don't read Roman numerals, so it's going to take a minute. I'm just going to have to start remembering where they are in the deck. These cards are really cute. I'm glad that I got these ones too. I have so many new ones, so many beautiful new ones. I have Spirit Ancestor coming. That's a deck just like Angels and Ancestors with the Native American focus. I'm sorry, give me a minute. I don't actually I do know what number that is. I should have just looked. It's number 32. Because I know 3 X's and a 2. Had to get my kids food they pretended they have to eat. Didn't you just feed them yesterday? All right, 405 Healing Wounds. Ginkgo is a sacred and ancient tree. Fossil records show the first tree arose in the Jurassic period millions of years ago. Native to Asia, the ginkgo is a symbol of peace and hope in China and can be seen in temples and gardens in Japan. The badger, in contrast, is known to be hot-headed and aggressive. Due to its speed and tendency to roam at night, the badger is often cast as a sinister shapeshifter in European and Asian folklore. Tempered by ginkgo, the badger invites us to reflect on harm we may have caused and seek to heal old wounds. Upright, which is how you drew it, your actions have hurt someone. Apologize and take steps to right your wrong, setting the stage for healing. Consider whether your own wounds have led you to inflict pain on others. So you may have caused someone some pain, emotional pain most likely. What I'm getting here is that you may have tried to make an amends with this person already, or definitely have thought about it a lot. If you thought about it a lot, as long as it's not going to hurt the other person, reach out and do it. But if it's someone you already made amends to, and every time you get into an argument or have any kind of small disagreement with this person, they're like, yeah, but do you remember 15 years ago when you stabbed me with a pencil? I don't know, whatever you did that hurt them, or, slept with my girlfriend, whatever it is. If the person can't forgive, you're not asking them to forget, right? Just forgive. Don't let that cause wounds in you, okay? Don't let that affect you. That's on them. To not offer you forgiveness when you're asking for it, that means they have work to do on themselves. Don't take everyone's reaction to you or even response to you as a personal thing. A lot of the times, the way people respond and react to us, speak to us, and treat us has to do more with them. So I'm giving you a warning that this week or in the coming few weeks or month, there may be someone that's like either coming back into your life or bringing up something that has happened so long ago that you don't even think about it anymore. It's something you did that may hurt you to think about it. Like, oh, I can't believe I did that. Like, does anybody else have a thing that they did where every time they think about it, they just cringe? Like, I talk out loud to myself to get rid of it. You know what I mean? It's just so like horrid. Like, how did I do something like that? Don't let anyone throw that kind of stuff in your face. If you've said you're sorry and you made your peace with yourself, that's the biggest thing. Let this person make peace with it themselves and move on, okay? Don't accept this type of behavior from anyone. Heather Nikki, what's up, girl? Should we do Nicholas since he missed? You're muted.
Damn it, I keep doing that.
It's okay. It's actually getting kind of cute.
Is he back in here?
Yes,
Nicholas?
Nicholas Shaughnessy. I'm going to use the Halloween
That's
Oracle.
fine.
You're very welcome, 405er.
He
Be on
snuck
the
in
lookout
on me.
for other people putting their crap on you. I'm sorry. What did you say, Ghost Dragons?
I know. I just said he snuck in and back in on me.
Yes, Nicholas Shaughnessy. You're still here, right?
Yes,
Okay.
right there he is.
All right, Halloween Oracle.
Brown Dwarf, you're still here, right? You asked for one, I thought. I'm doing good.
The Veil. The Future. Guys, don't worry. Everyone's on the list. If you have to leave, please let us know. I want to make sure everyone gets a reading. I'm trying not to skip anyone anymore. There are no new people in here, so everyone gets their turn. So Nicholas Shaughnessy, The Veil, The Future. And I am aware that you wanted a personal, and it will be coming in the next week. There is a misty curtain that divides us all, the veil that this night thins, transparent the weave becomes, and the future no longer dims. The ancient Celts used to call the time of the longest night of the year Samhain. They believed that there was a misty veil that separated the world of the dead and the living, but on 2 nights of the year, Samhain and Beltane, the shortest nights, that the veil would thin. The fineness of the veil meant the ancestors were closer than ever, and the gods would be close. This would mean that communications from the dead were more likely to occur, and that divination, where the divine speaks through something, would be more effective. So while using this oracle, as the veil lifts, know that the other worlds are close. Listen in particular to what messages may come forth around your future. Look to what you want to happen, plan, set intentions, and think big. So this card, we're not near Halloween, but I believe the veil has thinned permanently. Not that it's completely gone, but it's definitely thinner than it was, 3 years ago. Nicholas, this is a hard one because this is a card about, do you see how there's a veil over her eyes? There may be something that you're not seeing, but I feel like you're purposely not seeing it. Like it's something you don't want to see. And I don't think it's about yourself. I believe it's about someone around you. I feel like someone is kind of pulling the wool or the veil or the bandana or the blindfold over your eyes, okay? Trying to get you to believe a truth that you know for a fact is a lie. I think that you just don't want to accept it. You don't want to deal with it. You know what you know. Now, if this isn't resonating, unfortunately, it's something that's coming in. I would always rather you guys be going through it when I'm giving you the reading so that you can take the advice. Nicholas, it's very important to speak your truth. And I know that sounds flimsy and, like, oh, I'm going to be true to myself. What is the word that my pastor always says he can't stand when people say it? Dang it. I was just talking about it last night with Ray. I'm sorry. Give me a second. It's important to the reading. It's something about being all about self, right? Being your authentic self or something. But the universe is asking you to do that. It's asking you not to accept things that you know are false, okay? Confront the person, ask them why, and you don't have to be confrontational in confronting, if that makes sense. You can just politely ask them, like, why are you lying to me? I feel like someone is definitely trying to pull the wool over your eyes and make you the fool, but you guys know what I always say. Sometimes you have to play the fool to fool the fool that thinks they're fooling you. And I think that's kind of the situation you're in. You may need this person for something right now, something they're providing that you really need. So that's okay. That was okay for a while to kind of let them go about in their fantasy, making them think that you believe them, but it's not okay anymore. It's time to tell this person that you know what's up, you know what's going on, and ask them to explain themselves. I don't think this is something so big that it can't be worked out, but there's kind of this rift between you and this other person who I feel like if this lie wasn't there, it would be an otherwise really great relationship. If you don't know, again, what I'm talking about, I'm about to do a personal for you, so I'll see if I can get more on this as well. Kratom, probably a good idea. Larry A, way to go. Who's next?
Okay. Brown Dwarf, are you still here? Because I know you just asked me about getting you a reading.
Good night, my sweet Lotus girl.
Night,
Nicholas,
sweet.
that is so good to know, because that was a message I didn't want to give. If you could tell, I was kind of stuttering over it. it's not easy to tell someone that someone they care for is lying to them about something. So thank you for clarifying and verifying that. 10-4, brown dwarf.
Gotcha, buddy. Then Shelly, you're next.
Very cool. We haven't used angels and ancestors yet, so let's do it. And then we've used every deck I have out. Oh, okay. We have the Sage, or Sage, no number. Be devoted and committed. This is you, brown dwarf. Lotus, thank you again for the beautiful howlite. I'm going to bring some to my old counselor and my friend Jerome. Guys, that dude helped tremendously in saving my life. He was one of the counselors at the IOP I went to. And he pulled me out of my shell, and he didn't take my crap, and he really helped me along. And so much respect for that guy. He is in the dedication in my first book, Missing the Faith Theory. Jerome S., that's him. So it was cool to see him in here so he can see that I'm still doing well, 3.5 years later. I think it's 2.5 years since I graduated. So to me, that's a really great reminder of how far I've come. Sorry about that. Okay, paranormal. I'm going to call you Paranormal Pixie. I can't help it. Miss Pixie, if you hear us call you, try to come back in. If not, when you come in, we will give you yours. That's not it. I'm looking at the Peacekeeper. Here it is. Okay. Brown dwarf, Sage, be devoted and committed. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. The Sage represents the wise one within you. When this card arises, it shows that you are preparing to become a great and insightful teacher to your peers. It guides you to take notes as the wandering yogi is on this card, because your knowledge and life experiences can impart incredible insights to those with whom you come into contact. This card is also about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and all of your inner workings, because the awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your own growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important to take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. That is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. Mac Taylor, welcome. So great to see you, girl. So brown dwarf, I don't know if you are a teacher or if I believe this is another one of those cards where it's like someone is going to need your experience. Someone is going to need your expertise. Someone is going to be or is looking to you for absolute guidance. Black Dragon, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So brown dwarf, really kind of go through your life, the mistakes you've made, the bad decision. Give me a second, guys. Oh, okay. I saw a light in my yard. I'm like, that's not supposed to be there, but I think it's Ray moving one of the trucks with the baby. Okay. So the decisions you made, good and bad, because and start kind of saving that up in your head, because I feel like there's going to be a teaching and a learning opportunity for someone that you're very close to. Doesn't have to be someone younger, but I'm getting, again, just like I think it was with Aunt Edna, that it is someone either looking to you for guidance or that you see going astray, going down the same path you went before you kind of figured it out, where your mistakes lied and fixed it. Okay. Someone is desperate for help and you are the one who can give it. Don't walk on by. It could even be a stranger. Ghost Dragons, if you need to set out, okay. It could even be a stranger. Don't pass up this opportunity. The universe is going to reward you for it. If you want to type in the chat, whatever you need to do, if you want to type the next people, that's okay. I looked and it was like this little beam of light and I'm like, that's not supposed to be there. Diesel Girl, welcome. Got 1 hour,
Diesel.
guys. We're going to get through it. Shelly,
okay,
I think you
Shelly, Johnny, and Pixie.
Shelly who?
Montgomery. Johnny Yuma and Pixie.
All right, Shelly, we're going to use myths and mermaids.
And I'm going to step up for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, Shelly, this is you, hon. Thank you, Paranormal Highway. I try. Having ghost dragons makes my life so much easier. You guys don't know. It's so hectic, you know, trying to get the business started up, you know, then the other channel. And I'm writing a book and co-writing the documentary and writing for Missing Persons and Mysteries, writing 2 a week for my channel, doing personals, weekly 3 cards, being a stay-at-home mama to a toddler, trying to spend more time with my family. It's, you know. All right, so it's Shelly, Johnny, and then Pixie. I can only stop shuffling when they tell me to. So one of these cards is backwards, though. I'm going to take it. What's up, Anson? Thank you so much. I didn't know you were in here. I think that is my Aunt Cindy. I'm probably going to see you this weekend. So, Shelly, you got the Autumn Mermaid. And I think in all the time I've had this deck, I have never pulled this card because it is gorgeous and I've never seen it before. Yes, Diesel Girl, building my Gempire. You got that right. We're going to have merch that says Gempire on it too. Okay, Shelly. As Mother Nature sheds her autumnal frock, preparing for her snowy cloak, she casts away the finery of handsome maple and hardy oak. As seasons change, so must I, subject to the clime's extremes. Yet I cannot help but long for warmer days and sunny streams. A melancholy mermaid deep in thought lies in a pond beneath the shedding tree in autumn. She weeps gently and the leaves tumble down, as the leaves tumble down, a sign that cooler temperatures and less vibrant times are ahead. Divination message, the natural change is coming. Change is inevitable. We are all exposed to the cyclical pattern of nature. At times we rejoice, at times we buckle down to prepare for harsher weather to come. It can be easy to wallow in self-pity, pining for the warmth and light of summer. But colder, darker days will come, and it is important not only to brace yourself for them, but also to embrace them. Be prepared for a natural change that might seem negative on the surface. If anticipated appropriately, this change may be a pleasure when embraced. Each season of our lives brings joy, sorrows, new activities, duties. Preparation is key. Look ahead to what nature is bringing you and busy yourself with the plans. So, okay, this is like a tower moment coming in. If you're familiar with tarot, we can say that this is everything changing. But the fact of the matter is, Shelly, that everything is changing for the better. The problem is you're not going to see it until after the change takes place. Okay, this is going to seem devastating, tragic, and I'm giving you a forewarning, and it's not because I want you to be so nervous about what's around the next corner. Okay, I want you to embrace everything that comes your way with the faith in the universe that it's going to be all right. It's happening for a reason. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay, think of one of the worst possible things. If that happens, you still need to say to yourself and to the universe and to your guides and to God, if that's what you believe in, it's okay, because I know that better days are coming. Okay, so prepare for it. There is a huge, major, massive change coming that may seem negative, that may seem for the worst, but really it's a blessing in disguise. Okay, please keep that in mind when it happens. Who did he say was after Shelly? Johnny Yuma. Thank you, Bear. Johnny Yuma, and then Pixie.
Right. Yes, you are correct.
All right, Johnny Yuma. And guys, don't worry. I'm doing my best to get to everybody. I'm trying to get through them a little quicker. I did a lot of yip-yapping in the beginning there.
Yeah, you're allowed to.
I'm doing my best.
I got to get me a picture from my little circle.
Yeah, that would be cool. They're easy to put in. I mean, you have host privileges. You have keys, so you can pretty much do what you need to. You have the llama. Johnny, this is you. Set clear boundaries and enforce them. Dude, I've been saying this all night to like everybody. Let me put this back here for my arm. I have the card holder, but it's hard because the angle, once I start using the digital camera that you got me, Ghost, I'm going to be able to use the card holder. And I am planning on learning how to use it this weekend. I'm going to have Damien help me.
It's real easy to plug and play. So it should be, once you plug it in, it should go.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Johnny, llamas originate from Lacume, the ascended aspect of Sirius, and they incarnated into South America, which is closely connected to Venus, the planet of love. They help to keep open the hearts of those around them by bathing them in Christ light. Llamas are gentle, intelligent creatures, offer their wool and strength in service. Wait, let me try that again. Llamas are gentle, intelligent creatures who offer their wool in their service and strength and service. They respond generously and loyally to fairness and love, but they know their own limits and set clear boundaries, refusing to be overburdened. This is a card of pure love. It suggests your heart is warm and open, so you may let others impose on your good nature or drain you. Decide what is acceptable for you. Then it is important to set clear boundaries. As we are all energetically entwined, it may be enough for you to define these boundaries mentally. However, your guidance is to be prepared to enforce them tactfully if necessary. Then you will find it easier to follow your heart and be loyal, caring, and patient with your loved ones and those in need. Remember to find time to see positive friends and do things that make you feel relaxed and happy, as this will give you energy and keep your frequency high. It will benefit you to tune into the cosmic heart for love and support. Johnny, this is a card that's basically saying, again, and I've said this a million times already tonight, at least 20, make sure that others are respecting your boundaries. You're a good-natured person. I wouldn't say you're a people pleaser. I do have a lot of people pleasers in here. I was one of them, and I try not to be. I have to physically try not to be a people pleaser. I don't think you're so much a people pleaser as you are just a good-natured person that's willing to help in any way that you can. Please be prepared. Thank you so much, sweetie. I really appreciate that. For someone coming in or someone who is already going to be taking advantage of that, okay, or trying to. The minute you see this happening, you need to stop this person and be like, listen, this can't go down like this. However you want to explain it, whatever the situation is. It could be a person constantly asking to borrow money. It could be a person who's, asked to live with you, for a month till they got on their feet, and it's been 6 months and they still don't have a job. It's something like that. Somebody imposing on your good nature and your goodwill. Okay. It's really important that you not only set clear boundaries with this person, but with all the people that you feel are imposing on you in some way, taking advantage, taking more than they're giving. Okay. Is the juice? I glued my nails on today, I just want to say, and I went like that and I got nail glue on my tongue. So that's why I'm a little, is the juice worth the squeeze when it comes to people? Because I think once this person starts taking advantage of you and you say something, you're going to be like on a ripper, like on a tangent for everybody who's trying to do the same thing. Be sure not to go overboard and accuse people of it who aren't actually doing it, because that can happen too. So just be prepared to be like, hey man, like, enough is enough. Okay. It's okay to have had enough of whatever. Okay. It is okay to say, I have had enough of this and we need to do something about this situation. Larry, thank you so much. I always, Shelly, I thought Larry said that because you guys have the same color thing. Shelly,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that. Gemma, breathe. It's all the Red Bull. And the glue on my tongue. Yes, Pixie.
Too much Red Bull.
Now.
Private chat. Look in the private chat real quick.
Sorry, guys. Give me a second.
She's good. I'm good.
If you want to, everyone's typing. If you want to put the next, the names in the chat, that's okay.
I'm good. I'm just
okay. Having little issues. That's all right.
Little tears flowing here, and I'm just didn't want.
You're a
I'm okay. I'm okay. Just it will pass. Okay, you just did.
Pixie. Yeah, I just wanted to welcome next. Connor. Connor just.
Hello, Connor.
Bigfoot and on. If you're coming in and out, let me know. I'll read for you. Same thing with Gypsy. Let me know. I don't want you guys to leave without a reading tonight.
Yeah, guys, please let us know.
All right, Pixie. This one's for you. Vintage Wisdom. Thank you, Pine Island Research and everyone else. You guys are, you guys are so sweet. And I always appreciate you. You got the card of hope, Lara. Here, amid an emerging field of spring Of spring green stands a praying angel. Above her head, delicate butterflies symbolize metamorphosis. A solitary tree is decorated with ripe golden fruit, inscribed with words such as truth, charity, and joy. An iconic dove of peace perches amid its boughs. Beneath the tree, a descending swirl of tiny stars transform into snowdrops as they touch the ground. According to legend, when Adam and Eve were expelled from Eden, Eve was sorrowful that the cold and snowy winters would never end. An angel came to comfort her, breathing on a snowflake to transform it into a snowdrop. Snowdrops are among the first flowers we see after the barren winter months and are a symbol of hope. When things go wrong, we often cling to cold facts rather than embrace hope for fear of humiliation and disappointment. But as the saying goes, when the world says give up, hope whispers, try one more time. Hope is one of the most powerful human emotions and awakens courage, strength, and inspiration. No matter the hardships, when life's burdens are hard to bear, she gives us new perspective. The presence of this card may well be saying, keep on going and don't give up. On the other hand, now may be time to reevaluate what you are hoping for. You would also be wise to remember that false hope can lead to a delusion as powerfully as it can empower us to manifest our dreams and aim toward a brighter, more beautiful future. If prospects look bleak and uncertainty abounds, call on the fortitude of hope for reassurance, and her elder sister, Faith, for the courage to trust in the divine scheme of things. Okay, this is a really deep card, Pixie. It's telling you not only to, take courage and continue to be hopeful about the future and be courageous and have faith that the universe, hope for me is really trusting that the universe has your back, right? Hoping that things are going to get better because the universe has our back and always has our best interests at heart. There's also the dual message here, though, Pixie, that you may be courting false hope in that you are pretty positive. I know you have some psychic in you, if not a lot. Okay, I know that about you. I don't know how I know it, whether you told me, I just sense it. I think there's something that is not practical or realistic or realistically going to work out. But against your better and more rational judgment, you are hoping for it anyway. I know this card says not to have false hope, but I will tell you a tiny bit of a story. I had hope for years of something happening, of something turning around. I won't say specifically what it is because it's very personal. And everyone told me it was not going to happen. Almost 3.5 years to be exact. And I finally got to the point where I told myself it wasn't going to happen and started making alternate plans. Like, this isn't going to work after all these years, no way. And then miraculously, guess what? That thing did happen. And it happened in the blink of an eye. So I don't really necessarily see you having false hope here, but I see you having hope for something that's going to take a really, really long time. And like to the point where you're on the brink of giving up. I would say, though, if you're willing to stick it out, whatever this situation is, if it's with a person, if it's with a job, if it's with something, a dream that you're trying to make come true, please keep that hope, keep that faith, and take heart, because it is going to happen for you. But I feel like it's going to take a lot longer than you expect. People are going to start telling you, it's not going to happen. I'm telling you, I'm getting from the universe, it will, but it may take longer than you're willing to wait. It may not be like the juice being worth the squeeze. It may not be worth it for you in the end. Dragons, if you need to stop, you need to tell me. All right. I don't want to, honestly, we joke and stuff, but if you're having a rough time, you're muted, so I don't even know what you're saying, except I'm good.
I'm good. Okay. It just passed.
I do love every.
Got a little rough there for a second, and tears started flowing.
I know. I can always tell. I can tell when it's starting. If you notice, 10 minutes ago, I said to you, do you need to? Who's next, guys? Because we only have about 45 minutes left. I can't really go over tonight. I got to get the baby to sleep. So
yes, you got
everyone in.
I don't think Grandmaster is here.
He comes in just to say hi.
Yeah, Danny Stratton probably did the same thing. If you're here, yell. Janet, are you still around?
Jeanette Sanchez.
Yeah, Jeanette.
You're welcome.
And then you can do Eric or Gypsy.
Paranormal Highway, are you still here? You better be. Connor, are you still here? Heather, Nikki, I see you, baby. Taiwaz, I see you.
Yes, they're actually coming up next. Well,
Okay.
Taiwaz is Taiwaz, Larry.
Okay, just keep it there because I don't want to get confused.
I know, I won't.
Paranormal Highway, this is for you. Please let me know you're here. You guys are so welcome. Thank you. You guys come in and hang out. I know some people are, have a time crunch. They come in for their reading. I have nothing against those people. Sometimes they say, sometimes they don't. But there's like a whole lot of you that come in, and whether, you've had your reading or not, you still stick around. And to me, that's pretty amazing.
That's
because
awesome.
that, you're not just here to get the reading. You're actually here to hang out. And I'm really proud of this community that we've all built here. And we do hang together. None of us have ever met, I don't think, in real life, for the most part. Paranormal Highway left. I'm angry.
Oh, man. Okay.
Gemma Smash.
Gemma Smash.
I told him like 4 times not to do that, too.
I know.
All right, Taiwaz.
Before you do Taiwaz, Nightmare, do you want a reading tonight, or are you going to pass if you're still here? Just let us know.
Nightmare usually hangs out to the end.
Yeah, so he's here somewhere.
He left and doesn't come back. All right, Taiwaz, it's going to be... Oh, that popped out. I got to take it.
There he is.
Let's not do that in here, okay? You got the Spirit Fox, Miss Taiwaz. Trust your talents in changing times. We are all going through this major, amazing change, guys, collectively. And I feel like we can all feel that. It's like feeling a beautiful tension in the air, not a bad type of tension where you feel like, tense, for lack of a better way to put it, but a tension like something is changing. We are on the precipice of something amazing, and we're all going to be a part of it. All right, Taiwaz, Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. Stay alert as change is in the air. The Spirit Fox features my favorite animal, meaning the person. I hate when the people who write the books put like they speak like that. My favorite animal of all time, the red fox, an amazingly resilient creature able to survive in urban environments or the freezing temperatures of the Arctic. Foxes know what it's like to be hunted. For centuries, they have been sought for their precious fur when all they want is to survive. So the Spirit Fox can help you overcome the energies of adversity and unfair treatment. Also, as urban foxes hide in cities and go about their business in the darkest hours, the fox offers the medicine of blending in. The energies around you are changing at this time, and although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all that you need to survive this shift. You are being presented with opportunities to reach spaces you've never encountered before, and this can make you feel on edge, but be open to the shifts occurring because they really are the answers to your prayers. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you are being invited to come out from your den and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon the Spirit Fox medicine to help you be seen for who you are and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can be in these changing times. So this is basically telling you maybe you've been in hibernation mode. Maybe, you were hurt or confused. Johnny Yuma, you're so welcome. And it's time for you to kind of shift out of that now because you are a very special part of this change. We all are. You're not more or less special, but I feel like you have a very specific goal. And I don't know why I'm getting that message, but I do. There's something really important that you're going to contribute to the collective change and to the change of someone in your life, which in turn is going to really have a beautiful effect on changing you for the better. All right. Be present, be aware of the people around you. You can pick up their energies, their emotions, their feelings, and sometimes I believe even their thoughts. Okay. Keep those close to your heart and give whatever you can. I feel like you should be giving energy healing to people, okay, without draining yourself. Always replenish, I said it before and I'll say it again. You can't pour or drink from an empty cup. Taiwaz, keep your Christ light, your golden energy, your diamond light out into the open. Shine it bright because there are a lot of people around you or who are going to be around you that are going to need it. People have tried to suck you dry before. People have tried to make you feel less than. People have tried to put you down for what and who you are. That's not going to happen. You are going to be given confidence. You are a survivor and you're ready. You're ready to go out and start fulfilling your destiny and your mission. Good night, 405er. Ufologist, what's up? That's all we can ever do is try our best, and that's fine. Do you guys see my portal? I'm so glad I put this back. I love it. This is actually a big pink fairy tree.
Someday I'll see my moon I sent you.
I have it. I have to keep putting more holes in the wall. We're going to do the office soon.
Well, I'm going to make you a frame. That the way it's got zip ties on it, and all you have to do is just use Velcro to stick it up.
What I'm going to do is put them all up, and then whatever one I want to use, I'm just going to lift the others and kind of pin them. Because I have like 5 all different sizes. Who's next? Ufologist? No worries. Better late than pregnant. Better late than never.
Okay. Let's do Larry.
All right, Mr. Larry.
Larry is Angie if she's still here.
Ange.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Larry. I'm going to use Magic of You on you. Ange, let us know you're still here. Taiwas, thank you. Oops. Amazing. You were totally spot on. And I do literally live in a city, so I totally identify with their energy. Yeah. I'm from Paterson, New Jersey. It's a pretty big city here. Very urbanized. And I totally get that. And that's actually what I was picturing when I was saying that to you, because I remember so many people, not even on purpose, accidentally taking my light, you know, and I had to really learn to protect myself. All right, Larry, here you go, hon. Paradisiacal. It's always with this one.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's what I do. When I can't say a word, I just go blah, 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 blah.
Card number 24. You do catch me, so I'll be like, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah.
You belong to paradise, Larry. Trust your innate goodness and expect the best. That is what is attracted to you in this time of your being. It is time to relax and enjoy your own blossoming. Self-love is a popular term and always worth exploring deeply. Unconditional self-love is even more gratifying to explore. The girl of Paradisiacal has stopped fighting herself. The sweetly scented white petals framing her face are her surrender flags. She finally just loves herself and accepts her innate goodness and beauty. Now it is time for you to do the same. All life transforms around you into a paradise. Yes. Heaven truly is here on earth, in your arms, in your life. Yes, hug yourself and enjoy your bliss. Paradisiacal can appear as a sign of upcoming improvements in comfort in life, reflecting ease and joy and even freedom from pain. Positive gifts are assembling around you and will bring you great happiness. So, Larry, after a time of great pain, your mother passing, some other things that are going on in your life, and I'm not going to get personal into your personal business and what we talk about, but I would like to say that all of this exploration that you're doing is going to lead to such incredibly fantastic things for you if you can stay the course. Don't be scared. Don't be bogged down. Don't second guess yourself. Go forward with all of your might into this exploration of all of the different worlds that you're exploring. Be authentically yourself and play through the pain, essentially. And you're going to see the most beautiful blessings and rewards coming in. Maybe not this week, but very, very, very soon. Your luck, quote unquote, is about to change. Your life is about to change for the absolute best and better.
Okay, Angie, are you here? Call in Angie.
Oh, ufologist. Awesome. I was actually watching Gemma's Glimmerman video before this. Yeah, when I was actually skinny. I know. Mm-hmm. It pops up. All right, who's next?
Okay, Angie. Polly T, are you still around?
Who is it?
Polly T. Nope. Okay, Heather Nikki.
Heather Nikki should still be here.
Yes, I just saw.
Heather Nikki, I am going to use the Divine Circus. And Heather, if you are having some issues, like possibly depression or something like that, email me your birth date, please, and I would give you a personal. I'm doing them for free / donation anyway, so please take me up on that. Okay, it may take like 2 weeks, but I would love to do that for you to help give you more clarity than just one card. All right, even though one card for a week speaks volumes, but you know, get a little deeper. across multiple decks, I mean, we can do that. You'll be like 5 on the list, but you'll be on the list and I will get to you. Once I start doing readings, I kind of don't stop. It's like something I put off because I know I'm going to get them like all done. Because once I channel, that's it. All right, this is a great card, okay? 29, Joker is wild. You're welcome so much. Heather, the universe has a sense of humor, but never at your expense. It is always laughing with you, not at you. You'll see this for yourself as the Joker weaves her magic in your life, bringing you the grace that is beyond all reason. The necessary ingredient to ensure you win with the hand you have been dealt by life. There is nothing impossible when the Joker appears. Her wild ways can transform a losing streak into a lifelong love affair with Lady Luck. Strap yourself in and prepare for the ride of a lifetime. The Joker has come to you, and the Joker is wild. Unpredictable and brilliant, she brings you a message. You are being empowered to overcome all odds, so you are going to win. No doubts, no dramas, but not necessarily in a way that you expect either. Another theme for tonight, if I do say so myself. She is no dramas, but not... Oh, I said that already. She is sending the best possible situation to you even now. It might startle you like a sudden light in the middle of the night, but it will be welcome nonetheless. The Joker is the highest trump, the card to beat all others. No matter how much another may seem to have the upper hand or how many forces seem to be against you, even if you feel like a lone wolf about to be mauled by a pack of hungry lions, the Joker always wins, and that's in italics. She comes out of the blue and changes destiny from darkness to light. She brings the brilliant solution that ends a problem, the way through that is best and brightest. You probably won't see it coming, and it will probably be in a way that subverts everything you once believed to be true, but it will be a welcome trick by the universe, a loving joke that opens your heart and helps you realize that this vast, impersonal universe personally knows and cares for you so intimately and with such meticulous care. Just don't expect to feel in control of the process, for the Joker is a wild one and moves according to her own genius, but always blesses you with what will work best beyond compare now and always. You are going to come through this. I could have already told you this because I know how the universe works. Okay? There is something coming in for you that is completely unexpected that is going to turn everything around. Okay? I feel like whatever this is completely out of the blue. I feel like you don't even really have to be open for it. It's kind of just something that was always meant to come to you, something that was always meant to be yours. But the happiness, the turnaround, I don't even want to use the word happiness, the turnaround of your life, of your emotions, of any imbalances you may be feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, psychically, spiritually, whatever it may be, are all going to be totally evened out. And on the high rise, rising to their highest is the way I should have said that, constantly up. And it's going to be soon. Is it this week? No. But I feel like the stirrings of it are going to start this week. So maybe in the summertime, maybe through the summer and coming into fall. It's definitely happening, by the end of the year. And I know that seems like a long time for things to turn around. But like I said, the stirrings are starting now. So you don't have much longer to go. Whatever comes in, accept it as that's the way it has to be. Even if it feels like the worst possible thing, because it's going to turn into the best possible thing that ever could have happened. Yaritza, welcome.
Okay, Mac, you're next.
Vixen Doe, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like I said before, when you're comparing everything to 86 pounds, I don't like being one of those people that's always complaining about weight, but trolls can be horrible. And again, comparing to 86 is, I'm almost 40. Mac, let me get a handle on which deck I want to use for you. Let's go with Ravenswand. And welcome, by the way. It's so nice to see you. Larry, no problem. Reach out anytime. I'm going to bed tonight right after this, but you hit me up, multiple times a week, and I always get right back to you as quick as I can. So good luck in your endeavors, and remember to keep me posted. I did not forget about your chart. I'm running a little behind. My weekend went a little slower than I expected it to. There was a lot of drama Sunday, and I got really bogged down psychically by it and couldn't do any readings. But it is coming, so please don't ever think I forgot you. Heather, please email me, okay? It's important. Like I said, be patient. It could take up to 2 weeks. It's not going to take longer. And I will email you back, and we'll, I'll give you my number. You can text me, and we'll get through this. All right, you're not alone. Fatma, hi. All right, Mac, let's do this. Mr. Crowley, do you know how many times I've done that? Okay, and I still couldn't even tell you how to fix it. I always fix it by accident. He's got the full screen going. Taste before judging. All right, Mac. At first glance, it seems Rilla Baldragon is in the clutches of a nightmarish figure, but all is not as it seems. The straw quote-unquote monster is merely a costume worn to honor the harvest. There is nothing but celebration here, as Rilla's relaxed posture clearly shows. First impressions are just that. They come first. We must look harder to see the true picture. Preconceptions often limit our willingness to experience new things, which can be harmful enough. Let loose, however, they grow into full-blown prejudice. Taste first, then decide. So not judging a book by its cover, I think we all know that, right? And in this community, we really don't do that. Fatma, yes, you can. You'll be on the list, sure. Everyone who comes in gets one. So, Mac, what this is basically saying, like, you already know, don't judge a book by its cover. But I think what this is also saying is, like, first impressions only come once, or you only get a first chance to make a good impression or whatever. I don't believe that. And I believe what this is saying, honestly, the message I'm getting for you through this card is that you should give someone another chance. If you've recently met somebody, or it's going to come in that you are going to meet somebody that you kind of really are like, this person's not for me, give them another chance. I feel like this person is going to play a very significant role in your life, okay? In helping you grow and change in some way, even if it's just the simple fact of you gave them another chance after they, bothered you, harmed you. I'm not saying if someone like physically assaulted you or verbally abused you, but if someone like you just met and you just got like an off feeling, maybe your energy was off that day. It is a retrograde, you could be off. So be sure to give someone second and even third chances upon first meeting them. This is the answer I came here for. Yes, thank you, because that's the type of answer I want to hear, that verification for me, okay, that this resonates. So there's your answer, okay? Give it another chance, give it another go, and it's going to be good. I don't know if it's going to be a long-lasting friendship or a romantic relationship or just a relationship in general. I don't know if you're going to know this person forever, but I do know, however long you know them, if you give them another chance, it's going to be significant, wonderful change for you and also for them. You are both supposed to meet, be in each other's lives, and teach each other a lesson. You're very welcome. Hello, Maha. Who's next?
Sin, but I don't know if she's...
That's my aunt. She doesn't get
okay, that's what I figured. Diesel Girl, you still here? I thought you were. I'm sure.
Give her a minute to answer.
Yeah, I will.
I forgot my window wasn't open this time, and I've been smoking in here the whole time. Sorry, Ray.
Okay.
Diesel Girl, who else?
UFO. UFO.
Ufology, right? Or ufologist?
Yes.
Yeah, got you. I got you back.
And then the three that just came in. I can't.
Yaritza, Fatma, and Maha.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't see Diesel Girl, but I'm pretty sure she's listening. I'm going to give her one more minute. I'm going to do those ones. I'm shook. I'm actually glad to hear it, because sometimes messages come through for me that don't make a lot of sense. I knew you were still here, Diesel Girl. And when I get that immediate verification, it really helps me be more confident in just giving the messages as they come and letting you guys sort it out. Sometimes I want it to make sense to me, but they don't always make sense to me because I don't know your guys' lives and I don't know personally what you're going through. So that really means a lot. Anson, I knew it. I knew you weren't going to get a reading. She's scared. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Yaritza, you're after Diesel Girl. So it's going to be Diesel Girl, Yaritza, Fatima, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, Fatma, and Maha. And then we're going to end. Oh, I'm sorry. And then Crowley and Black Dragons.
I was just going to say, what are you going to do? Forget them too?
So let me get moving. All right, Diesel Girl, I'm going to use the Lantern Oracle. And guys, like Anson, anybody who's ghosting, who's just listening, if you hear any messages that really resonate with you, that make sense to you in your heart, in your mind, that is actually a message for you and the message that you came here to get. Man is paying close attention. All right, very cool. So this is Diesel Girl and Eureka, you're next. And thank you for coming in. I know, Anson, I'm just messing with you. Taiwaz, you got my email, girl. And like I said, I'll give you my number too. All right, Diesel, let's do this. Guys, I will text with you. You can ask Diesel Girl this too. I always feel so bad when I see your name pop up. I'm terrible with phone calls. Every time I think I'm going to have the time, something else happens, and I have a really hard time with it. All right, Diesel Girl, card number 10, assistance with access, okay? It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. Maidenhood is a time of limited autonomy. It is the budding stage of underdeveloped mental, physical, and emotional capacities. It is also a period in which there is the least distortion clouding our connection to spirit self. Conversely, the older we get, the more autonomy we have and the more estranged we are from our spirit self. Throughout life, we require the assistance of others, circumstances, and the world in order to grow. Whether or not we like it, acknowledge it, or accept it, a time will come when we cannot ignore that we can neither do everything alone, nor have everything done for us. We must learn the middle way of active and receptive living with and amongst others and the world. The maiden holds a key that illuminates her surroundings. She is pointing the key toward her chest, where she believes the lock to be. However, her conscious attention and desire are not enough to find the keyhole and unlock her way into all that is within. The maiden requires assistance to discover the full spectrum of who she is. This is the same for every one of us. Like the maiden, we all hold the key to ourselves and simultaneously remain in need of an interdependent relationship with other people, places, and situations to assist us in accessing the full terrain of our spirit self. The maiden supports you through a time of asking for help and accepting it from those who are genuinely of pure source, love, and light. May you allow yourself the time to seek out those knowledgeable and willing to assist you in learning how to access and embody your full power and purpose. Throughout your journey of self-discovery, remember to practice discernment and trust your intuition on whether someone, a situation, a thing, or a place is safe and right for you right now. Always receive with gratitude and love that which is wholeheartedly and transparently given. The maiden's message for you: attention is your key to everywhere and everything. Spirit self is accessed through the experience of being in harmonious communion with the world, situations, and others. Your external reality is both the reflection of and the aperture into your inner portal. To know who you are is to experience yourself in relation to what it seems you are not. So accepting and asking for help on, a kind of surface basis, take that for what it means, right? But what this is really saying is understanding that you got to where you are, Diesel Girl, by accepting help, but also by offering it, and not just from people, but from the world. The main message I'm getting for you here, though, is to be really onto and kind of cognizant of the people that are around you right now. All right. There is someone or some situation that you do not need to be associating with or be involved in. I feel like you're kind of being drawn into this situation or drawn to this person because you see that it needs your help, some expertise or advice or something that you can offer, or this person is yearning for something that you can give them. The problem is it's not your time, okay? I'm not telling you to turn your back on people or situations that need you. I'm saying if something feels funny or off inside, that's your spirit not sitting right with the situation or the person. Get away and get away as quickly as possible. I feel like you're going to meet a person that is genuinely going to need help, and once you help them, you're going to become their go-to person. Find the balance between offering help and being used, manipulated, taken advantage of, and taken for granted. Okay. And I'm also getting the same message from the last card is still popping up in my head as I read this, Diesel Girl, and give someone another chance. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm saying if your spirit doesn't sit well, if you feel weird about a person or situation, get away from there. But don't judge a person. Give that feeling a second chance too. Not with the other person I read for where I was like, give it a chance, see what's up. Give it a little more feeling out. You could be off that day, the retrograde, but make sure you put that into practice. Feel it emotionally, feel it on a vibrational level, okay? and then decide if you're going to walk away. But I do feel like you're coming into a situation where someone is going to see you as a mark.
Okay, UFO wants one.
Okay, Yaritza is going to go first. It's
Okay.
Yaritza, Fatima, and Maha. Paranormal Highway, you're going to have to wait now because I have 3 new people. But if you can hang out for like another 15 minutes, I can get you, please. All right. Yaritza, this is for you. Vintage Wisdom. Change. And we got the owl. There's at least one every week, guys, and here it is. All right, Yaritza. Her windswept shroud wrapped closely, a girl braces against a blustery autumnal gale. A daffodil tucked behind her ear symbolizes the remembrance and optimism of spring, new life, and the inevitable cycles of nature. Twilight fast approaches as the last rays of the setting sun melt into a sultry rose hue. A canopy of tiny stars will soon illuminate the evening sky. Shepherds may well delight in such a sky, as it could portend a brighter day to follow. The tree will soon shed its leaves, and the upturned roots suggest it has already endured many changes. An owl, wisely observing the scene from the barren shelter of its boughs, waits for the winds to pass. The presence of this card signals change on the horizon. Like the falling leaves in twilight sky depicted, a cycle has reached its natural conclusion. Nature reveals that the only constant in life is change itself. By wisely accepting and embracing change, you allow the old to gracefully pass in order to make way for new growth. If change is needed, you can delight in the adventure of a new phase. But if you cling too tightly to the past and carry attachments that no longer serve your highest good, tests may arise. Change always comes bearing new gifts, but they may or may not be what you imagined. At times, we are powerless to effect change, as it is the very nature of life itself. Faith is part of that ballast that stabilizes us against unpredictable twists and turns in life and helps us adapt to unforeseen challenges. You are always free to choose how best to handle change, but by seeking out the relevant wisdom it brings, you venture forward joyously with hope in your heart and spring in your stride. I feel like there is a change in the air for you, and I feel like it's one you've seen coming from a mile away. This doesn't have to be romantic, like you and your boyfriend are breaking up. But I do feel like it's a personal change. Someone is exiting your life or entering, okay? And I do feel like this is a personal situation. Something is about to change. It could be your boss is exiting because you're getting a new job, okay? Situational in that way. And that may be confusing, but I feel like it is something very important that you've been clinging to for a while, that you don't want it to end. But you know deep down that it has to. So whatever this is, whether you're going to quit your job and start a new business, whether you're going to stop talking to a close family member because they don't respect your boundaries, this card is telling you that what you're feeling deep down about having to walk away from this person or situation, that is the wind of change that is in your life, okay? That is what's going on. Also, it's inevitable. So if you don't make the choice to walk away from this situation, this relationship, or this person, and again, it doesn't have to be you and your boyfriend. This isn't a personal, so I can't tell you if that's what it is because I only have one card. But you know deep down what this is about. If you don't make the choice and you take too long, the universe is going to choose for you. And because the universe loves us and wants us to learn our lessons for our soul to advance, it's going to choose the hard road because it's going to think you haven't learned enough to make the proper choice, and then you're going to have a rougher time. Exit any situation, relationship, or personal, friendship or familial, whatever it is, as soon as you possibly can bring yourself to do it before the universe steps in, forces the change to happen, causes you so much more pain, and it takes you so much longer to get back on track, than if you were to just embrace it and say, the time for this has passed and it's time for me to move on. Fatima and Maha, are you still here? Paranormal Highway, I'll be at my mom's house, and she is the queen of horror movies. She has thousands, but she has them on VHS, but still. But we'll probably be watching a whole bunch when I get there.
Maha's here.
Okay.
And they're both here.
All right. I'll do Fatima because she was here first. And we will use the Myths and Mermaids. Oracle of the Water. Black Dragon, I hope to. If I had to go like an extra 10, 15 minutes, that's okay, but I can't go any longer than that. I promised Ray, and I also have to get RJ to bed because he didn't take a nap today. Ew. Pine Island Research. I just got a mental image of like why an egg would have blood in it. All right, Fatima. Sea Chariot. You could be dealing with a Cancer or someone that has a lot of Cancer in their chart, or you could be a Cancer. Card number 27. Once I rode a passive babe at the mercy of those around me, a defenseless child with demeanor so mild as to encourage complacency. Yet as time passed, I endeavored to try a temperament more becoming, so I grabbed the reins and I've made great gains as a charioteer commanding. A white-haired beauty rides upon a chariot pulled by curious fishes. She is optimistic, in control, and the captain of her destiny. Though young and inexperienced, she is prepared to take command and forge her own path. Divination meaning assert control. It is time for you to assert control. You have given the reins over to others in too many areas of your life, and it is time to grab them back. Take stock of all arenas of your life, your profession, personal relationships, monetary considerations, group associations, and home obligations. Determine where you are dissatisfied with your level of involvement and make a plan to take back your control. It is perfectly acceptable and even desirable to trust others to help you with some aspects of your life, but it is up to you and you alone to make sure this quote-unquote help does not turn into dependence. You are the sole captain of your own ship, and you need to be at the helm when and where it matters the most. Fairly simple, okay? Where have you given up control in your life where you shouldn't have? Where have you given up, relinquished too much control without even realizing it? Now, yeah, Ritza, thank you. I'm going to read that. Oh my God, spot on. A thought crossed my mind earlier today. You just hit on the head. Thank you for this love. My man says he likes you. Thank you. I like you guys too. You have great energy and I appreciate that. Fatima, again, this person who is in control, who you've given the reins to, could be a Cancer. If this is, I don't feel like this is your energy, but it could be. It's only a one card reading. I feel like you're like kind of sick and tired of maybe people telling you what to do. Even if it's at a job, it's like, even the people below you are trying to give you orders or something like that. I feel like you're being taken for granted, possibly a little bit taken advantage of. And that's because you're just going along to get along. What the universe is telling you to do starting this week, and it's going to take more than a week for you to do this, is stand up for yourself more, take your power back, step into your power, get rid of people, places, situations, things that no longer serve you. It's okay to be a little bit selfish here, because it's not selfish to want to be in control of your own actions, choices, and decisions. If you're in any kind of abusive relationship, it's time to step out. Obviously, the time is now, or the universe, again, just like I said to Yuritsa, is going to change that for you. And it's never a good thing when the universe has to step in on that level, because you're going to have to go through more pain. Does it end up being a good thing in the long run? Yes, but you know what I mean. It's a lot simpler to just make the choice to move on. It is time for you to move on wholly, fully, and completely. She's in a chariot, moving forward, going ahead. Take back the reins of your life, full speed ahead, okay? You are going to accomplish everything and anything that you want to if you make your own decisions. Do not let and stop letting other people decide for you. Maha. Let's go with Archangel Animal. Yeah, I like that card a lot. Friday the 13th, part 6 is one of my favorites too. 6, and I think it's part 3. I see you. By the way, Yuritsa, I think I've seen you here before. Fatima, Maha, if you haven't been, thank you for coming in. It's nice to see new faces and hear new voices. You got the Dove. Spread messages of peace and harmony. No number. The angels of peace work through doves, and the pure white ones have become a worldwide symbol of peace. Their soul work is to approach humans and animals and bring them messages of love, peace, and harmony. They communicate this through their energy fields. Angels of peace also work with pigeons, partridges, plovers, grouse, pheasants, and ducks who try to approach people and animals so that they can impart their loving light. These birds also spread peace through flowers, trees, and land itself. Your guidance is to take deep breaths and center yourself on the out breath until you feel calm and tranquil. Fill the cells of your body with pure peace. Hold out your hands and imagine a gentle white dove landing on it. Listen to its soft coo and allow it to open you up to a serene and loving way of being. Let your energy fields glow with peace and harmony. So Maha, what this is, not done yet. Think of people and situations in your life that would benefit from your light and visualize them being bathed in it. Plant new seeds of kindness, love, cooperation, and whatever is most needed for the highest good. Notice what changes occur. When your energy fields contain the keys and codes of peace and harmony, you become a catalyst for transformation wherever you go. Maha, this is kind of similar to Taiwaz's reading, where it's telling you that it's time for you to start your sacred mission, your soul journey, okay? I feel like it's not that you haven't started, but you've been maybe a little confused or held back about what it is. It's to spread peace, kindness, and love wherever you see it. There are people all around you that need this kind of healing that you're very easily able to give with a kind word, a simple hug, a smile, a genuine smile, you know? And I feel like that innate kindness inside of your heart and soul and being is going to radiate out of you as Christ light or Christ love or, you know, the love of the doves and the angels, however you want to see it. The universe is really kind of imploring you to get out there into the world and just spread this kindness, okay? You are going to get it back like 1,000-fold. Have confidence and faith in yourself. Don't worry about people taking advantage of it, of your kindness, of, you know, your goodness, because the universe is not going to allow that to happen at this time. If you should start to feel that way, like you're giving too much, you need to really get back into meditation or prayer, whichever it is, and ask them to fill you back up. The angels, the universe, your guides, whoever. I also feel like there are messages coming in from your spirit guides through your dreams and telepathically while you go throughout your day. Be very aware and cognizant of these dreams and of these messages, that they're not your thoughts. You're receiving answers. You're just thinking that you're giving them to yourself and they're not real. They actually are. Pay close attention to the messages that come in and do your best to follow the guidance that's given. Good night, Pixie. All right, we got to finish up. Who's next?
Okay. UFO.
Ufology.
Yes. And then Paranormal Highway. Then Crowley and Black Dragon, and you're done.
All right. Is ufologist still here? You're very welcome. Yes. Thanks to Ray for holding down the fort and giving Gemma the chance to spend 4 hours helping others here tonight. That 3.5-year-old RJ is keeping him busy, I'm sure. Thank you, Ray. Very appreciated. You guys are too sweet. And yes, it is thanks to him, because I would never be able to do this with RJ here. All right, ufologists, well, going once, going twice, because I am ready to call in night. I got 3 more after you. Paranormal Highway, I'm just going to read you for now. If ufologist comes in, then that's okay. And this was the deck that called to you before, so let's use it. Angels and Ancestors. I feel like I've read for you with this deck before. But here we go again. It's so funny. I was thinking of this card when I was reading about the doves. Ghost Dragons, we're almost through, babe. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and sticking it out.
I'm good.
Give you a great one. Okay. Well, the universe chooses for you. You actually choose it, but you just don't realize you do. All right. The cover card. Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts. And I turned right to it. Look at that. I'm ready to change your life. Trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. The Animal Garden is the card that represents the angels of the animal kingdom. Animals are angels of nature who have incredible lessons to offer and medicine that can support you on your spiritual journey and help you survive some sort of your greatest challenges. When you connect with the energies of animals, you can learn a lot about yourself and the earth. You also have instinctive animal energy within that can direct you towards everything you need and more. The Animal Guardian card depicts a tribal angel being held and supported by her animals. She has a love for them and they have love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected nature is with the spiritual realms. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it, and you can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really feel. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. So, Gypsy, this card is basically saying, like, be yourself, be fully and totally you. Stop holding back for fear of offending people. Stop holding back for fear of a disagreement with somebody. Stop holding back for fear of being wrong. Okay, it's time to be authentically yourself. Say what you mean what you say, and move on. You don't have to be offensive or crude or mean or use foul language to do this. Just, you're overthinking what you're saying to people. You're overthinking, I think, a little bit, and you may not even realize it. The image you're projecting out there, wanting people to like you, wanting people, simply because that's the kind of person you are. You want to have friends, you want to get along with people, but you don't want the kind of people who don't even know who you truly are. Everyone gets angry sometimes. Everyone can be offensive and crude, right? Let those feelings out. Stop overthinking, which is easy to say during the retrograde, right? You're going to be overthinking everything, especially depending on your sign. But listen, if the people that really and truly like you for you and who love you are going to be there no matter what. So stop being afraid to be your authentic self for fear of bothering someone, all right? You can say and do anything with kindness if you approach everything with love. Mr. Crowley. Is he even in here still? Crowley, let me know. I got to get moving here. I'm pretty sure you're still here. Good night, Diesel Girl. Good night, everybody who's saying good night right now. We're almost done. Mac Taylor, drink them up, take them, absorb them. Okay? They're for you. All right, Mr. Crowley, here we go. Magic of You Oracle. Card number 3, Detox. Cleanse and restore yourself. This is a great card for you. Because I feel like that's what you're in the process of doing anyway. A complete emotional, physical detox. Good night, Aunt Cindy. I love you. Can someone pop my email, the Gemma Jade Paranormal or Moon Bear Oracle, in the chat? All right, Crowley. Social media, electronics, mind-altering substances, food, all these things can be toxic and damaging when overindulged. Detox says it is time to cleanse your body and soul. Rest is required now, especially in matters of an overstimulated mind and emotions due to social media and smartphones. Communication in excess is toxic too. It is time to be quiet and consider your authentic self and create space to heal and deal with life up to this point. The girl of detox is lying down on a soft bed of shifting leaves and the carafe of liquor set aside for now. She has wonderful life. She has a wonderful life and dreams. Let me try that again. She has a wonderful life and her dreams are sweet, even when laced with fear, because she is not afraid of learning her lessons. They float from her subconscious like luscious pearls of bliss because she knows when to rest and retreat in order to expand within. Detox is also the card of dream interpretation. It is time to pay attention to your dreams. They are not just flushing out your active brain. There are messages and signposts coming through to guide you. Heather, anybody else, Taiwaz, anybody else, I don't always get back right away, but by the weekend you will hear from me and I'll have something set of when I can I'll give you my number right there and when the reading's going to come in. Crowley, this specifically says you need to pay attention to your dreams. I've given this message multiple times tonight. Okay. Messages are coming through on what's the next move to make, who can you trust? What should you do next? Who are you supposed to be working with? What do you all kinds of things that you're worried about right now. Detox, balancing yourself, learning when and how to balance what you need and what you want. This card definitely is a message to maybe distance yourself from tech as much as you can. Spend less time on social media, spend less time texting, as at least for one day this week. Try to back off and spend some time. It's time for Mr. Crowley to spend more time with Mr. Crowley and kind of face yourself. And I don't say that in a bad way because there's nothing wrong with you, but kind of look yourself in the mirror and see, go through your worries without overthinking them, and really focus on the good in your life and your blessings. If you have to write them down, do that. All right. Black dragons, or did ufologies come back in?
He was just in here, so go ahead, do him.
All right,
He's right there.
Ufologists. Yeah, then
He's
I'm going
right
to do black dragons. Then I got to go. And dragons, I know you need to go too. So, ufologists, here you go. You got the raccoon and the sycamore. Curiosity. Card number 33. So I know how to do that. XXX123. And you got it upright. Ufologist, this is you. The raccoon and sycamore calls us to explore a thrilling new interest, idea, or opportunity. Raccoons are intelligent creatures, dexterous and eager. Often likened to bandits due to the mask-like markings around their eyes, they are quite lovable rascals, rarely seeking to cause harm. Like the raccoon, the sycamore tree is associated with desire to learn and know. In the Bible, a man named Zacchaeus climbs a sycamore tree to get a better view of Jesus as he passes through the town of Jericho. Jesus rewards the man's curiosity by visiting his home. Upright, you are well equipped to explore uncharted territories. Climb high into the tree of your interests, bounding from branch to branch. Now is an auspicious time to discover new truths about yourself and your abilities. So, exploring your hobbies and interests and really understanding that the universe is going to back you up. Can you turn your hobbies and interests into a moneymaker, into something that enriches your life even more than just piquing your curiosity? Ufologist, maybe it's ufology, that is your hobby or your delight. Say that it is. Find a way to make it a career. Find a way to make it more beneficial than just the happiness you get or for the curiosity being filled. This is the universe telling you, go ahead, move forward with your goals, move forward with your hobbies. It's your time to shine, to be the expert in whatever you want to be the expert in. I do sense on the opposite end of the spectrum a sneaky person in your life coming in, trying to bring you down. This is a jealous person. If you thought of someone immediately when I said that, you know who it is. It's time to let them go, or at least set clear boundaries with them. There is someone sneaking around. Also, I would pay close attention to make sure like your doors stay locked. Don't leave things in your car unattended. I don't know where you live or anything, but these messages just come in is how I give them. Watch your car doesn't get robbed, someone doesn't break into your house, and watch the person that is the two-faced one. All right, black dragons, and then we have to be done because I am absolutely pooped. So let's go with heal yourself, and then we'll move on. Ghost dragons, I will talk to you tomorrow after chores, as always. Everybody else that I speak to on a daily basis, yeah, you can text me about it tomorrow. Don't text me tonight, guys, because I am done. The word authentic is definitely key. Yeah, and I'm sorry I'm a little bit rushy. If you can't tell, I'm losing my voice. I know Ray and RJ are waiting for me. So, all right, black dragons, here we go. And ghost dragons, you don't look so good, bud. Pine Island Research, thank you.
It's just life.
I know, but I don't like to. All right. Card number 18, say what you mean. I like this card. Black Dragon, say what you mean. Card number 18. Take some time to clarify what you need to communicate and to whom. Honest communication begins with you. Take a moment to connect within and ask yourself, in what area of your life are you hiding and denying how you feel? Does your relationship with your partner need revamping? Are there things that are not working? Who are the people in your life that you must be honest with? This is your opportunity to take back your power and share clearly, wisely, and honestly what does and does not work for you. When you feel vulnerable, you can be easily swayed to say what you feel the other person wants to hear in order to keep the peace. The message of this card is that you need to say what you really mean, whether someone else likes it or not. And I feel like I've been talking about this all night, so it's a nice way to end, sticking to those boundaries. Standing up for yourself more than people pleasing. All right, Black Dragons, you don't strike me as a people pleaser, but is there one person in your life that you are really conscious about not hurting their feelings or walking on eggshells? I do get a walking on eggshells type vibe in some kind of situation or relationship in your life. This card, take it at face value. Say what you mean. Don't hold back for fear of being vulnerable. Don't give in for fear of being vulnerable. Don't hold back for fear of somebody rejecting you, okay? Because if they reject you because you're being honest with both them and yourself, they're not supposed to be in your life anyway. I would speak my truth. If I were you, I would just speak out. Again, you don't have to be rude, crude. You don't have to use foul language, but just be like, no, that's not okay with me. Or I'm going to do this. Take back your power by vocalizing out into the universe and to the people closest to you and the people you interact with on a daily basis what you want, need, and are going to do, and what you're not going to accept. Guys, that's all I have for you tonight. I really got to go. Yeah, all donations are definitely appreciated. Super chats, PayPal, Cash App, all that information is in the description box, as well as my merch store and a list of all my Oracle decks. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, do that now. I love you. I love you. I will check my emails in a couple of days. Happy Friday the 13th. Ghost Dragons, talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Good night.